"24 hours of programming. Here's some bullshit that happened somewhere today. We've got some footage here of the bullshit, which began just after 3 o'clock this afternoon, when residents in this neighborhood were shocked to see this fairly common thing happening. An attractive witness described the event in breathless terms.
I went to my window and I was like, whoa, there's some bullshit happening.
That happened right over there. I'm an older man, so you can trust what I say.
Authorities in special uniforms rushed to the scene to stand around while our cameras filmed them. Our reporter Keith Collins joins us now live from the scene of the bullshit through the use of expensive technology. Good to be with you again, Keith. We have a colorful graphic here that shows instances of bullshit like this are on the rise. Is that right?
Yes, although why is unclear. Some say it's because of one fucking reason. Others say it's because of some other fucking reason. I talked to this random expert on the subject who told me this thing you're about to hear him say right after he points at a piece of paper.
I feel 24 hours of
case, I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph, and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. Now there's going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.
Yo. Red bottom, long hill. Red bottom, long hill. Red bottom, step in your step in your long hill. Red bottom, long hill. Red bottom, long hill. Red bottom, long hill. Red bottom, step in your step.
Straight from heels is vlog right here.
Step in your. What's this serious? Answer.
Those are her ringtone.
Ain't a private dancer, long hair. Don't care. Left no evidence like I won't dare. Now they trying to smell from a perfume. If it was not me, then whom? I'm talking about coulda came out tonight wearing J's, skin tight jeans, woulda worked, but hey, thought it was time for a change. I'm guilty. What can I say? Use it like M.I.N. This bitch. Hating on me, then bitch. What?
Remember, Trina, everything old school seems to be golden. What's happening with it, man? Quick Sunday Live. What's up, Shandia? What's happening? Didi's in the house. Hey, you know what, man? I need to do me a favor. Good thing I saw your comment. Can you please, on this live, text and as much possible about the crime and justice posting the social security number? And I don't know what is going on here. I heard she's going to jail. She's got to move. I don't want to put the wrong info out, but if you could get me up to speed ASAP. I think Noelle has the phone. I'd appreciate it. Or anybody that may know what's going on that has the number. I think the world has gotten crazy this week. Ain't that's an understatement? What's up, Carol? What's happening? That's an understatement, man. So look here. I made a few videos on heels. What's up, Gina Diamond is in the house. What's happening, Gina? What's happening? What's going on? Miss Joanne is in the house. Selena. Thank you, Didi. I appreciate that. I really do. Boomer Baby, what's going on? The real Dolly of YouTube. The real Dolly's in the house, not the one that tried to play my homegirl Gina. Not that one. All right, man. What's up, Zia TC? Look, this lady, I made about 2 cents about it. A few nights ago, I went live and kind of said, I couldn't defend something, and I didn't feel that to go into specifics about the phone call or whatever. But as I look at the chat, Dolly Bear can attest to this. Dee Dee can attest to this. Carol can attest to this. I don't see checking yet. She could attest to this. if you've ever called either me or Noel, you probably get us both. Gina can attest to this. Well, actually, that was like a voice clip thing, but yeah, she kind of attest to it. If you call, from YouTube or whatever, and you're talking to one of us, and we're both here at the house, if you're gonna talk to both of us because she'll put it on speaker, right? And hey, we'll talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're talking to Noel longer than you're talking to me, or vice versa. But the thing about it is, that's the way that it goes. Sometimes people will email me, DM me, okay, and I'm gonna give people most likely Noel's number because AI work, and you guys could talk when I get off. I'll have it in full detail, whatever. But the meat and potatoes is that's the system. That's how it goes. And there's creators that are out there that may watch this or whatever, and they know they also know how that goes. And I'm gonna say it just like that. But the meat and potatoes of this is this, man. With this heel situation, I just want to just kind of I'd like to just clear some things up tonight. That's about it. So my check. Hold on a second. Is it showing? Okay. 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 So my chat, you guys know. Again, man, heels used to frequent the chat a lot. There's this weird thing where, and subscribers that have been down for a long time, this. I don't know what happened with the settings or whatever, but I could never see this lady's comments, and vice versa, me and heels, right? So when I initially did the live, I did a video yesterday and a live 2 days ago. It was like heels, I can't help you, and I was saying some things. This was a comment in my live stream. Okay, well, my moderator sent me this. Thank you for that. But as you can see, it says heels in the air. I didn't call you. You asked me what was going on while I was talking to Noel. I told you very little. I didn't want to speak about it. Okay. Last night, instead of me saying it, give me 1 second. Long heels, red bottom. Long heels, red bottom. Okay. Just so everybody is understanding this right, I will be replaying Heels live last night, 52:33 from this is Heels live last night, and right now she's talking about Toasty. She's talking about Toasty right now, and oh my God, as somebody who has did the whole beef with burnt toast type of thing, and back and forth and what have you. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's like a fucking bottle of Excedrin. That's like, look here, man. Ooh, ooh. And the irony of you getting so mad at a piece of toast because you don't know. Ooh, the wrath that's about to come down on this lady. And we'll get into it a little bit, but this is so what I'm trying to say is she's doing this burnt toast thing, but I was brought up in it, and that's what I want to clear up. So I'm not sharing anything that burnt toast is saying. It's not my commentary. I'm brought up to it. I just want to clear to my subs up and kind of bring people up to speed because I was getting comments and stuff. But let me try to share this again because I messed it up. 52:33, 52:33. 52:33, where we at? So we'll go right 50. We'll start it from here.
One other one that I won't name. No, nobody's business. Yeah, there were like 3 or 4, but excessively writing, like I was out of my mind writing. No, I wasn't. I think the one it's nobody's goddamn business. But yeah, you're making it. I don't know what the point is to saying that, but you go ahead and say it. She reached out to my dude at White Boy Radio Lockdown. No, I didn't. I was talking to Noel, which we talk all the time in text messages. And I think we might have been on the phone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were. And White Boy comes in and he's listening kind of in and out to what we were saying. And he goes, oh, I'll, tell me what's going on. And I really didn't want him to talk about it.
I'm going to stop it right there. So again, if I called your name in the chat, you guys know how it goes. If you're talking to Noelle, she made it seem like in my house, my wife's over here talking and I'm ear hustling. And I'm like, what's going on? No, it's not how it goes. I came home from work on this instance, I believe. And I'm a loud person. I'm very blunt. I'm like, who is it? Like I'm loud on YouTube. The same names that I called out. And when you ever speak to me on the phone, like I'm very like I've been told I'm abrasive, but I'm loud. I'm like, who is it? Because if it's a YouTube person, why not get in on the fun? You know what I'm saying? No, seriously though, but we both can talk to you guys. So that's what it was, man. And what happened here is I had heard of what's going on. And how I learned of this was I was doing a little hate watching on Dolly's channel for a little bit. I was trying to understand what was going on with this lawsuit thing that I don't know. He said he got something with from Queen. Look, I got to keep up on the tragedy pimps. So I'm nosy. I admit I'm nosy. So I peeped in on the stream a little bit, and what was said caught my attention. He said something like, and that's why I made Heels in the Air to take the video down. So now I'm like, what's going on here? And then things started to unfold. I didn't know everything yet. I just was hearing, YouTube streets work. You know how it works. It moves fast. But in the beginning, before the concrete is there, you're hearing all types of weird shit. People are sending you messages. You guys know how this goes in different chats, whatever. So I'm not clear as to what's going on, and what I'm hearing is just not making sense or matching up with the person who I've always supported, promoted through my channel, had always been cool in the chat, everything, man. So I just want people to understand if you've called, that's how it goes. She's making it look a different way, but all that's petty shit right there. And it's, relentless, but let's just have a listen to the rest.
For obvious reasons. And I'm not saying one way or the other, whether I think he's racist or he's not. A lot of people do. And I don't think that would have been the best spokesperson at the time to go out and talk about this. So I told him, I'm just not, not going to do anything right now. And we talked about in prison how you have to pick white or black side. And okay,
really, you're not welcome.
6 up. Why are you making it about you? She reached out to my dude at White Boy Radio Lockdown. No, I didn't. I was talking to Noel, which we talk all the time in text messages. And I think we might have been on the phone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were. And White Boy comes in and he's listening kind of in and out to what we were saying. And he goes, oh, I'll, tell me what's going on. And I really didn't want him to talk about it for obvious reasons. And I'm not saying one way or the other, whether I think he's racist or he's not. A lot of people do. And I don't think that would have been the best spokesperson at the time to go out and talk about this. So I told him, I'm just not, not going to do anything right now. And we talked about in prison how you have to pick.
Let me stop her there. So she says, we talked, and she doesn't want to say if I'm a racist or not, which I think is funny, but really the deflection here. Oh, I'm maybe not be the best spokesman for this. Okay. Listen, people have said I'm racist. This is true. Okay. This is true. I mean, I've never had a piece of content shared and people are saying where the racist thoughts are coming from. I can't help it. People can think whatever they want about me. I can't help that. You know, what I did, okay, what I've learned to do, okay, instead of trying to change the way someone feels or try to defend myself of how someone feels, is what I do is when a creator says that, I like to do things like bust out my wedding album and show personal photos of people of all color at my wedding. Because goddamn, I'd have to be a sleazeball racist to have a lot of people of color at my wedding. And it's not only the racist thing though. I've been called homophobic, which is amazing because I got Gina in the chat, and you know, she has said, you know, I've treated her right, always have. You know, Gina, you could answer that. I don't even want to ask you. But the same people who say that, I'll bust out the wedding album, you know, and show people, you know, gay people at my wedding. I mean, I'd have to be things like that. Instead of me trying to argue with people, it becomes interesting when the person calling you this, you then have to kind of put it right back in their face. Like, okay, you're calling me this, but here's some big lifetime moments for me and what you're claiming, and here's this right in your face. Can you bust out your marriage photo and show that you're not the claim? And you know what happens? They stop calling you it. Whether it's homophobic, whether it's racist, it stops real fast. And it goes beyond a wedding photo. I'll go and yank all types of photos. And I try to get photos with that. And when I say wedding and stuff like that at the dining room table, is because I could go, if someone's calling me racist, I can go to the 7-Eleven down the street and say, hey, will you take a photo with me? And real fast. And then I could come back and try to present that to you like that's some longtime friend. No. So I try to make like lifetime moments. And what happens there is the people who are calling and claiming that, magically they stop. This was the advice I gave to her before I knew the treacherous things on the blog. The problem is, it's not that I'm not the best spokesman. The problem is, that is actually good advice because it works and it forces the person who's claiming these claims, you know, to prove that they have these things, but she doesn't show her face, and I don't fault her for that. I don't fault her, but I was trying to help because yes, I have had these claims, but I don't know else really how to help except go off the cases that she was talking about, which I was gonna do. But beyond all that, I did explain why I was called racist. Okay. And I explained why I'm called racist. I explained that the reason people call me racist is this. And I have videos about my prison experience, the gangs that I was probating for, riots, like it's all on the channel. It might be back a little bit, but it's all there for everybody. So, you know, I'm telling her that this is why the claims came on me. This is how I handled it. But man, no one ever has a blog. I never trolled families. Okay, but keep in mind, man, keep in mind. I'm walking in, my wife is on the phone, there's somebody that I respect. I am concerned. I say, hey, let me help you. Okay, let me help you. I tried to offer advice. Now, she did say, don't say anything until I go public. I didn't say anything until after the accountability live and after it was well known that she's not on this lawsuit. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, and regardless if she feels like I'm a spokesman or not, at the end of the day, I don't care what people think. But that's I'm not even thinking about that. I'm thinking about I had this conversation with you, and on the subject of prison, I actually, because as she's telling me about the Zimmerman case, I was telling her about what happened inside a prison when the verdict of Zimmerman came down. So it was personal, and I wanted to help her, but I did not know that there was trolling families. I didn't even know yet of social security cards or social security numbers and birth certificates. Like it got insane. So for her to not recognize that I don't understand how she doesn't. She knows that is bad behavior and totally wrong. But for her to deflect it on me, okay, and try to act like she didn't do these things, and I'm not the spokesman. No, lady, no. You told me not to say anything until this. This is way before I knew anything on the blog. When I learned what's on the blog, hey man, I'm a YouTuber. I could talk whenever I want for one. You know, for one, I can say whatever I want. For two, I felt the need to speak up because I have family. I have the family's backs over here many different times, and I felt that was bad, and I felt that I was played a little bit. I felt like I was played. I felt like I was maybe manipulated because there was a lot of things left out in this conversation. A lot. When I want to have this person's back, it was, hey, this is how it went down. Babe, put it on speakerphone. Hey, Heels, what's going on? I see this Dolly video. I'm hearing people are calling you racist. Why are people calling you racist? Well, do you remember the riots a couple of years back? Of course I did. Who didn't? Ben Crump. Yep, know about that dude. Not the best person. A lot of drama revolving him. What about this case? I know all about that case. What about this case? I know all about that case. There's only one, the Kendrick case, I'm unfamiliar with. Told me she had a blog. To me, not racist. She told me she talked about controversial topics, but the media was pushing one narrative, and she would wait to get the facts and present the case in a factual basis, not racist. But forgot to tell me that she's posting social security numbers, birth certificates, trolling the mothers of brutally murdered kids. Forgot to mention that family lawyers have spoken up and say, hey, this lady is harassing. You forgot all that out. But let's wrap it up. Thank you. I appreciate that, Shandia. Thank you. But no need to I don't need anyone to defend that. I don't need anyone to defend that. You know, I'll say this, man. I'll say this. For people who've called me racist, when I say they cannot show a piece of content where I've said something racist, well, then they're looking at some tattoos that I've gotten in prison. And what I say to this is, if you are looking at me and I have shown you no racist behavior, but you are assuming and thinking that I'm racist for a tattoo, well, I cannot fault you for that. I can't really argue. I can't really argue you for that. But at the same token, if it's coming from a person who has never been inside of prison, well, this is a world that you don't understand. And just like I would never fault you, it's because you would never understand. And even if I tried to explain it to you, you wouldn't understand. So for me, there is no conversation with this person. It's either you take me in for what you see and have your opinion and base it off of that, or maybe you're a person who has been on the inside and you're like, I get it, Matt. I totally get it. But and for what it's worth, for the people who have not been on the inside and don't get it, I'm not mad at you, and I salute you for not fucking up to have to go in there and to understand it and to have no criminal record. I actually envy you. And I hope you never have to experience it or understand it. It's almost the same argument as somebody who is not addicted to anything, like a mom who doesn't have a monkey on her back and she has a child who is in full addiction. She just doesn't get it. And those two it's gonna be hard for them to get to here. You know, it's gonna take a long time. It can happen, but it's gonna be like this for a long time. Which is, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to really compare it to anything else, but it's what I'm getting at is she's bringing. She has a right to bring me up. She can say whatever she wants. But I was told, like, I felt as though this was a total deflection, which is no problem. But I'm a YouTuber too, and I get to talk. So let's finish it up real fast.
White or black side, and then we talked about Jonathan writing lawsuits and all that. I didn't go and reach out to White Boy Radio Lockdown. All you people think you know something, and I know we kind of made it sound like that, but if you'll remember, I was on the phone with Noel, not White Boy. I talked to Noel.
So this is true.
Okay, let's go.
She's a manipulator.
Oh yes, I am.
Hey Jay.
Manipulate.
Hey Jay.
It's not like
of what they're saying.
Okay, a lot of the rest of this live is a lot of burnt toast. And in my opinion, look, I don't really want to beat a dead horse here or anything like that. But I was honestly trying to help this person. And look, I think this person let a lot of people down. It doesn't matter if you're a creator or you supported the person. Either way, you supported somebody who was making videos about people who take advantage of tragedy events. And at the end of the day, if you really think about it deep and hard, of each time these tragedy pimps have done something horrific, you know, have they crossed the line where they're borderline harassing a family? Well, there's an argument there. There's definitely an argument there. It's tough. What I'm trying to say is I'm trying to think if I'm trying to think if BHB, Molly, all these people. I'm trying to see if she did something worse than they did. But I don't know. We could have a debate all night, but I think it's right there. And even though she went live the first time, and then I made the live, the video I made last night was out of frustration, yes, because she says she didn't watch Burnt Toast live in the very beginning. And here we are, she's got Burnt Toast live on the stream, and she admits to what. Listen, what I'm saying is she was doing a lot of lies. People were saying she's talked about me, this and that. That's what I cleared up. Just so you know. She was talking to my wife. And look, man, for what it's worth, this channel here, this is me, white boy. Damaged goods is damaged goods. You have to treat this is my wife. So we are one at the end of the day. But on YouTube, she has her channel. I have my channel. Okay, and so this is a weird thing, but end of the day, this live here, in my opinion, was nothing but backtracking. To me, it sounds a lot like you're very concerned about what people think of you on YouTube, losing subs, defending racism, or defending yourself against racist claims. Okay? But the problem is, man, you have burnt toast on the screen. Okay? You have burnt toast on the screen. You need to have, you should apologize to the families. You should apologize to the families, to people. You should have heard the claims addressed. That I don't really have an answer for you, man. For me, I wish you would apologize to the families and anyone who you may have hurt for the racist stuff. Okay. And this is the second live after, but there's nothing. There's been a little bit like that might have been racist or that might have been racist between both lives, but never on either live was there I shouldn't have done that to the family. That's my biggest thing. It's weird. Like, it's weird to see that you're more concerned about what Burnt Toast thinks or was saying about you, I'm sorry, than trying to apologize, I guess. I don't know what to think, man. It's just very strange. And to hear you say, like, the jerks and 6 Up doxed you. I mean, JLR did, but regardless of the fact, who cares if, let's just say that the jerks and 6 Up did dox, okay? Let's just say that for conversation's sake, and that's not truthful, but you can't put socials and birth certificates like that. This is dead wrong. This is dead wrong type of stuff, man. It's just dead wrong. A lot of it's dead wrong, and you're standing on it, which is crazy. This is true crime. We talk about cases and families, and this is something that tragedy pimps do. Straight like that. It's crazy. So I just want to clear that up, man. I want to clear that up. And listen here, man. Not only are you not apologizing to the families, but you're pretty much saying, like, I'm just gonna start doxing the shit out of people that who are talking about me. And this is crazy because nobody knows who this Heels is before that they gave all their support. You were one who was really against doxing, speaking out when these tragedy pimps would dox people. Okay. There's a lawsuit going on right now because of doxing and all that. But instead of just going at the issue, you're diverting, and now it's just you really start to see the spitefulness, and I want to wring the neck, and it's part of this is part of YouTube, man. And I'm kind of gonna die this right now and kill this whole subject right now, but here's how this works, man. This shit here is chess, not checkers. Man, YouTube streets are land of the scum, man. You got to go about this shit with a little bit of game. Man. Like, at the end of the day, you don't really know everybody. You will meet people as far as creators and stuff, but you got to really feel them out. There's people in the chat that I know. We have emailed, and then we have moved to a DM, and then you got a wrench, and then maybe you got a phone number, and we were texting for a long time, and then on some random day, maybe a year or two later, I say, hey, guess what? You passed the test. Here's my real number. You passed the friend test, because you really don't know these people. You don't know anybody. And I'm cool with a lot of channels. I can't say that I'm friends with a lot of channels. I mean, it depends on what your definition of friend is. I'm cool with people. Some channels I speak to a lot. Me and Noel speak to a lot. Okay? But I don't know where this shit is chess, not checkers, and you cannot take it so personal, like it's crazy, man. Like, this live right here, it's like it is crazy. Like, I don't even have words for it. Anybody watch it? Let me see what the chat thinks. Highlighted comment. Let's see it. With Nanya and Glare, she just okay. I do want to see the general opinion here. What do they say? Read the room. Let's what's up, Mystical? I want to take some comments here. Never been called a racist. That's good. What's up, Josh? What's happening, bro? Hardest thing is being accused of being. It's happened to my family a lot. It's not listening. You can't validate the perception of family. Yeah, we're going to get to Doug here in a little bit. One of his survivors. I was still a cop when Trayvon Martin was murdered. I said murdered. Gotcha. I like that we're all different. I live in Canada. We all have every nation. We are supposed to be different. Disagree sometimes, agree. We are all the same in the inside. This is true. Gina has been timed out. She can't answer. Now, why has Gina been timed out? I don't understand what's going on here. Who did that? Hold on. What's up, Trust Jesus? Jesus in the house. What's going on? Hold on, let me see. Live chat has moved. Hold on, man. Let me try to fix this. Here we go. I don't see any mod. Who timed Gina out? What's up, Jesus? What's happening? Hold on, man. Let me get to the bottom of this shit real fast. And then I want to talk about Kate, Doug Survivor, but I do want to talk about some other crazy shit going on YouTube. You know, it wasn't the last time we're live, man. The last time, one of the few last times that we were live, I told y'all about ex-moderator of mine who faked his death, free from Fetters Grove, was covering it. I have some really weird information, and I bring up the heel situation for one main reason. It's because, and we're gonna get into it, is if you look at the thumbnail, hey, were you timed out? Who timed you out? I can't see it on the live chat. I really appreciate that, Barbara. You know, I had Miss Harmony up here. Yeah, Dolly, we are. I don't know what that means, but we are. Don't do that, Dolly. Don't do that. What I'm talking about is there's people on YouTube. There's people that all right. Thank you for clearing that up. There's people, man, that you're gonna get more close to, and there's people that you don't know. I'm not talking about people that I comment to or this and that. At the end of the day, you don't really know who anybody is, but you can get close to people. You can never meet up with them, but have a long-standing, a lot of communication. You know, you get to know this person for a long time, and trust can get gained there. Or some people you can meet up with, hang out with, all that. You know, then there's people that you just, you know, talk to in comments. There's all types of different stuff, but it's not a subscriber thing. It's a creator thing. A creator thing is different because a creator has their, you know, every creator has like their own chat. Yeah, it's true crime and other communities combined. So people are going to go to other chats, subscribe to other channels, sure, but each creator has like their own subs and this and that. It's completely separate. But when it comes like a creator and a creator, it's a little different, man. I'm not saying that they can't be friends, sure, but it's like it's more like a mutual respect type of thing. And again, same with that. The longer you talk to, y'all can be tight. Look, man, I have these weird ass conversations with creators a lot, to be honest with you. The same way I said, I just broke that down. The email, DM, you get a wrench, you get my number, and then I'm like, hey man, you've passed the friend test. Here's my real number. That's why Doug took my wrench, because he knew I gave him my text-free number. But I didn't trust him. He didn't pass the friends test. But just like that, with creators, for me, I put the ugly out right in the open. And I'm like, hey man, look here. YouTube is flaw. I'm not this flip-flop dude, all this fake shit. Like, this is what it is. Okay, this is what it is. I got to get the same vibe off the creator. The same vibe, right? And you know, it's just crazy. Sometimes I talk to creators, and I'm never going to say that, because I already know that I should probably watch what I say. They're going to be recording or some type of shit here, you know. And you know, it is what it is, man. This shit is chess, not checkers, man. And I think that live was like, everybody's my friend, and I'm mad at them, not what people are mad at. Is what I think it is, man. And that's just the wrong way to go about it. But just like heels, you never know people, man. And just like heels, I had respect for heels, and she's done some good work in the community, supported her. But last night I heard something weird. A moderator of mine sent it to me, and it had me thinking. And it got me worried, because I told y'all, a moderator of mine, ex-mod, just faked his death. He was good friends with another channel, Joey, Free from Fetters Grove. He's done a bunch of lives on it, but the dude literally faked his death, okay, which is weird. I'm over here holding a moment of silence for him, and he's laughing. You know, he's not even dead. Hey, man, there's a creator I just had on panel when we talk about Rudy Faria's case. Miss Harmony. I've always supported Miss Harmony. I've always promoted Miss Harmony. And Miss Harmony, if you're watching, please come up. That's why I tagged you in the description, because I don't know what to think. And I did reach out to Miss Harmony because I heard some things, and I wanted to know what's going on. Okay. Here you go. See that? Bottom right, I send a video, and it says, then I say, what's going on? That was last night. And then late today, I say, do you know what they're talking about? I'm not getting an answer. Okay, so I reached out first. Now, what did I send her? Well, let's have a listen. Let's have a listen. This is concerning. There's Harmony. I always have respect, man. Please, I just want to know what's going on at this point. So this is from Tiffany Marie. Now, I really don't know who this person on panel is. I couldn't tell you who it is. Not saying that they're not credible, and I don't know how people feel or think about Tiffany, but what I'm telling you is not your opinion on Tiffany, what's being said about Miss Harmony and stuff like that. It's concerning, and I did reach out. And look, I just went through this. We're all going through this thing with heels, and now this thing's coming out. So let's have a listen, and we'll figure this out together.
I was like, I told my man, hold on, I gotta go outside because my kids. How you doing? My kids might talk or whatever in the background, so I was like, let me hurry up and run downstairs real quick.
No, thank you for saying something because I had no idea. None of us knew this. And Miss Harmony, she sat on many panels over here. Like her voice has been heard. We have heard her.
Yes. And this is why every time she would get on a panel and act like she was some sort of authority figure or knowledgeable about things, I would get pissed off because I'm like, this bitch is a fraud. Like, she's a fraud. She duped us once and then she tried to dupe me again and try to act like she was my friend. And I'm like, wait, like, no, bitch, I don't like you. So you knew that I would only like you if you pretended to be somebody else. You know what I mean? And it's like, after what you did, you had us sitting there with her going through the photos of the dead girl in the freezer, analyzing and picking apart and saying no, that she knows that it was this and that and whatever, and giving us, it was terrible. It was literally terrible. So Miss Crenshaw went in on her. I'm talking about, like, she's part of the reason that Tay, aka Miss Harmony, wasn't able to pull it off, because Miss Crenshaw was like, no, this is
Crenshaw came through and like literally put a stop to it.
Yeah, basically. How she is. Like, she doesn't play Miss Crenshaw.
All right, let me do one thing first. So, as you can see, the title says T. Borey speaks parallels and interference in two separate cases. So what I got out of this is I'm going to share Tiffany's live stream in the chat. Look, Tiffany, I'm hitting like. Relax. This lady's name is T. Borey. I have no clue what community she's from, nor that lady that she just said about Miss Harmony. But what's about to be said is very alarming. Apparently, Miss Harmony faked her death and claimed that she was a CIA agent. I don't understand what's going on with this. I'm trying to figure it out. Look, I've liked Miss Harmony for a long time. I've supported her. I don't know who's who at this point. Somebody said it's been a crazy week. If that ain't an understatement, man, look here, man. I'm trying to figure it out. One of the ex-mods just already did this. I've reached out to Miss Harmony. I'm getting left with a big goose egg. You know, come on, man. You know, this is weird. Now, I don't know what the deal is. Let me put this. I don't know what's going on. But if y'all can help me in the chat, this is kind of, you know, what is going on here? Did I get duped again? Did I get duped again? You know, we just had Miss Harmony on panel. But she's going to say that she's a CIA agent, and accordingly, apparently she's faked her death, and they even say how she faked the death. So let's just have a listen. It's a mind fuck. No other way to put it.
Crenshaw does not play, and like if you get under her skin and she starts noticing that things that you're saying are not adding up. Like first she was saying she was CIA, then she was a Fed. She was trained by the Feds. Then she had special training for some other bull crap. Like it was all just bull. So then when it all got revealed and people started finding out who she really was, she faked her death, said that she fell off a cliff or something. I don't even know. She said she was married to Aaron Neville.
Whoa. She fell off a cliff? Like Libby was going to drive off a cliff?
I don't know if she drove or she was sightseeing. I don't know how.
Because Libby, there's a girl, Libby, that was all up in the mix with Penny. Okay, listen, she started her channel.
Okay, I don't know about Libby, whatever. We're going to just put I just muted it. How crazy is that? CIA agent. They kind of go into a little bit more. This lady, T. Bori. Anybody know what community she's from? I don't know.
On a sec, because she's the one that said she was going to drive off a cliff. And she was telling everybody she was going to kill herself. Okay. She started her channel. She came through with Penny. She came up on my channel. The first panel I ever had with Libby, her name was Libby Starr, was June 22nd, 2021. She started her channel.
Yeah, I don't know who that person is, and that's not who we're talking about. Sounds like Miss Harmony is the female version of Ernie Shell. Hey man, I'm trying. T-Bori is from Chasing Circle. Thank you very much. Hey, anybody that knows about this, please leave it in the comments, because I want to know. This is a lot. Listen, I've been promoting Miss Harmony a long time. What Tiff is trying to say here is, in this live with her guest, is people, you know, she's been on like a thing here lately talking about like, you know, 423 Che. She's been, you know, showing like a lot of bad characters in Summer's case and all this. Whether you've been keeping up, whether you like Tiffany, whether you hate Tiffany, that's out the question now, because what we're watching now is Miss Harmony, okay? And mind you, I just had Miss Harmony on panel. She's been on my panel many times, okay? I go way back with her, okay? Mind you, we just got all duped by somebody, okay? We were just talking about that person at the beginning of live. Now, I hope to God everything and all this is incorrect. I really do. I really do. But I reached out. Nothing. Very strange. I don't know. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. If you know about this, please put it in the comments. As I'm more than interested about this. Worried more or less. But, and again, I will say that this is talk. This is just talk. There's no receipts shown, but it does sound like this T-Bori person is telling Tiffany about another creator who did do the exposure of Miss Harmony. That was my take on it. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. So my point is, I believe the other person that T-Bori's speaking about does have the receipts, if I'm right.
This one faked her death falling off a cliff.
Yep. And then she resurfaced. And then she said, no, I didn't fake my death. My friend gave you misinformation. And then when she came back with her son and her daughter, which her daughter was
All right,
a
Denise.
person with edited photos, okay?
Hell.
And they were obviously edited photos. She even showed us the inside of the house. It was so crazy. Like, I can't even explain to you
Yeah,
because I was
it
in
does.
college and working at the same time during
It
this.
does.
But it was like so crazy that I had to pay attention to it. But it was like she edits photos, this Miss Harmony or whatever. Like, I don't know if it's her or her son. I'm not really sure who does it, but you could tell that the photos were edited. And then,
All right, real quick, I'm reading comments. Was Heels in the chat? I can't see her comments, but somebody says Heels, you. I cannot see her comments. I can't even explain to you why not. But somebody says Heels, you posted a birth certificate though. Was she in the chat? Was she in the chat? Is she in the chat? Y'all don't get cold feet. Okay, so she's in the chat. Okay, thank you. People are watching this and they don't understand what's going on. Okay, let me do this. You have to understand. You have to understand something. Only a few subs know this. You can go back and I can't see her messages and she can't see my messages. And I don't know why. But she's welcome to hit the link. She's welcome to hit the link. Please, you have to let me know. You guys know. You guys know. I said that in the beginning. So here. I don't like that. It's a weird instance. It's a weird thing to begin with because I'm telling you, I've gone into my settings, but I don't. That's not white boy. I'm not gonna speak about somebody, and then in the chat, and it looks as though I'm ignoring the person and not offering the link. Come on, y'all gotta let me know. Slacking, y'all, slacking. Come on, slacking. Thank you for that, Dolly, too. You're welcome. You're awesome for trying to get to the bottom of that. Exactly what you do. Ask questions and say, please come up here and explain this. If she was, I didn't see her. She never does, Matt. It's there. I'm not here to, hella. I'm not. Listen, listen. I will go about this as non-dramatic or light as possible. I'm not here to bash and drill. I haven't said anything hurtful in any video I've said so far or this live. I was probably the only person to actually offer to stick up for her. I don't know what else I can do. You can't get mad at me for just not, you're not telling me everything. And then I feel some type of way. If I feel some type of way, then I feel some type of way. I feel some type of way because, well, it's because you didn't tell me everything. And I was going to put myself out in that water for you. That's why I feel some type of way. It doesn't mean we can't have I don't have any new argument here. It's not like you're going to come up here and I'm going to hit you with a magic question. I'm not going to yell. None of that. None of that. Yeah, but you guys gotta let me know, man. All right. Okay. Well, here's the deal. Thank you, Dolly. Here's the deal. All right, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. There is screenshots that I don't have, but there are screenshots of posting a birth certificate I don't have them. All right. How about this? I'll ask 3 questions. That's it. Once the link, I dropped it. Yes, baby, boomer baby. I don't know if you listened to the whole thing. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I can't get mad for anybody for being the way that they feel. You don't have to apologize. Boomer baby. Yeah, I offered to stand up for her because she told me that when I asked why people are calling her racist, she told me that she had a blog and she was covering cases that are controversial, think like George Floydish. And she, it was like an anti-media thing. And she'd wait to get the facts, present the facts, bam, that's it. Okay. And some of the cases, I agreed with what she said. If people think that's racist at this point, I would stick up for that. But she did not tell me that, anything about memes or anything about, birth certificates, anything about, trolling the mothers of that these sons were killed. All I got was what I told you. That's it. So to answer your question, Boomer Baby, if I would have stuck up for her off the information she gave me, then I'm looking crazy because I don't know the rest of the story. And I should have known it. But if I stick up and stand up, you guys know I go all the way in for families and stuff. So I did feel some type of way. So it's going to be a no show up on the link. What's up, Mama Bear? Mama Bear, no. Did she? Dolly Bear, that makes an excellent point. I tagged her in the description. You're more, if you're a subscriber of Miss Harmony, look, I checked in on her. I sent a DM through Twitter. We've communicated through there for years. Either that or email. Somebody go over there and leave a comment. Let her know that she's welcome to come up because I don't know what's going on. We had to stop in the middle of this. Heels, are you coming up or not? Obviously, I'm asking a question, but I can't see the answer. Y'all got to help me. Mom Bear, apparently she faked her own death and said she was a CIA agent. I agree. So I'm not going to hold the show up here. So I'm waiting for nothing. Oh. All right. Just to be clear, she's not in the chat. She's not answering. So, all right. That's fine. That's another thing now. That's another thing. And I will say this. You don't have to jump on anyone's panel. I mean, you don't owe anybody. I guess you don't owe anybody an explanation. But civil discourse is how you get through things. Okay. Right now, there's disagreement. If I make a video with my feelings, and then you make a video with your feelings, we're not doing anything. Because at that, all we're doing is producing separate echo chambers where people who are mad at you are going to watch my video and agree with me. People who are or who agree with you are going to, side with you, and if you're talking about me, they're going to be mad at me. That's not how you fix a situation. It's not. You can't do that. I mean, I know that you're a smart lady. I haven't super bashed you. I'm telling you, if you ever honestly considered me a friend, that I felt like I was getting manipulated. And if we were ever friends, on this thing, then I would honestly expect an answer. And yeah, we can do it behind the scenes. But why? Because why not do it here so people can hear that? It's genuine. It's genuine. Okay, it's genuine. The thing is, there's like 60 people here. It's not like a different chat where it's a whole different vibe. You know, I don't get it. I don't get it. And many people feel like that. And they it's their right to. But the problem is, from what I'm understanding, each person who has spoken out, whether it's Dietz, Blair, Toast, myself, whoever else, you've also been in the chats, and there's been a link extended. Like, this is not a secret plot to like a whole bunch of people going to jump out and attack you. It's not going down like that. I delete the link once the person hits it, because it's not, it's not a, it's not a type of party. But this is another big problem that people have, and it's like, y'all have to tell me what's going on. I can't see the comment. Fave. I don't understand this right here. What's this comment say? Okay, can I get a okay. Yeah, exactly. Me either. So she's not answering. So then I'm not going to hold this show up for her anymore. I offered the link. You cannot get mad at the coward comments. To me, let's all be grown adults here. Let's be grown adults here. You wrote a blog and you attacked nothing but black people on your blog. Okay. You said some things that were very hurtful to families. You did post a birth certificate. Look, Heels, here's what I'm going to tell you. Okay. I'm going to be very firm with you. And I hope you take this advice. Okay. When you're doing these things, you're playing victim. The people who have spoke out against you, if you don't think that was hard, then I don't know what to tell you. Okay. If you were friends with the people, if you don't think that was hard, then I don't know what to tell you. Now, you can claim that you didn't do this and you didn't do that. but YouTubers talk. YouTubers talk. YouTubers talk. And we can compare notes. And the simple fact that you consider people friends or whatever, and you're mad that they're speaking out, you're not giving them the time of day or the respect, okay? Which is fine. Which is fine. You know, what I'm going to say is this. So I know for a fact that not only did you harass victims and families, that it's much worse than that. It's much mad, but it's much worse than that. It's much worse than that. It's much worse than that. But that's okay. That's all I'm going to say. I'm the least of your worries. I'm the least of your worries. But, you know, you should really consider your words, and you should really consider being spiteful instead of owning things. That's the best I could tell you. I offered you a link. I said, if you considered me a friend to just come up here, I said you wouldn't get attacked. So at this point, we won't even talk about heels. And unless she wants the link, then I want my moderators to continually time her out. Time her out. I can't see her comment anyhow, but I want her timed out. If she's gonna join the chat for civil discourse debate, then let's do it on panel, not through comments that we can't see. This is a translator? So, you know, I'm giving you the opportunity. You don't want to do it. That's fine. That's fine. You're doubling down. I know what you did to victims' families, and it's not about a blog. I am the least of your worries. I'm the least of your worries. But I'm upset though, okay, because of everything we've just said. And other people are upset. And like I said, I'm the least of your worries. But I know it's much deeper than a blog. But you deflect it on me. That's funny. That's funny. No one has ever accused me of anything that you've done. I stand up for victims. I don't get sued by them. So I want her timed out. I don't want her around here anymore. That's it. Miss Harmony, take the chat, please, ma'am. Take the chat. I'm glad that you're in here. I tagged you. Here goes the link again. Moderators, please time heels out. I don't want heels around here if she's not going to take the link. I don't have time to talk on live to somebody who can't see my comment, can hear me. I can't see their comment. I got to depend on you guys. This is too much. But she's in the chat. She's worried about it. But when I'm genuinely asking if we're friends, this and that, you're disrespecting. You're doing the same behavior. You're doubling down. You're not owning it. And you know what I'm doing is I'm asking and I'm justifying to myself, and I need to stop doing that. I have to let that go. It's not it for what? For what? Again, Miss Harmony, I'd like you to come up, but I'm the least thing that you have to worry about, and your chances are done with Matt. You don't get 3 strikes over here. I'm tired. I've been doing that my whole life. You get one. It's 1 strike, you're out. You don't get 3 strikes, you're out. I'm tired of that shit. We've all been burnt. We've all had that. What am I doing it again for? No, I'm not putting up with that. It's over with. Time her out. All right, Miss Harmony. Grab the link. Let me, can you come up? Can you jump up? Okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. Read my messages. Where? Where'd you put them in? Where'd you put them in? Okay, look. I don't have nothing. Look here. I don't use that back thing. Is this where you put them at? Oh, the private chat. I don't. Here, let me see. There's nothing in that either. I like it all on Front Street for the whole chat and everything. That's why I wanted what's her face to come up here. Here's the deal, Miss Harmon. I got Tiffany Marie on screen. Okay. I don't know who T-Bo. I know you, Miss Harmony. I know you, and I respect you for coming over to clear anything up. This lady T-Bori, I could not tell you what community this person is from. We know Tiffany Marie. What they're claiming is this. Let me rewind it back just a little bit. Give me a second because I'm using the mouse. They're claiming that you faked your death and you're CIA. Ex-CIA. I don't know. Let me have it. Let me just rewind it. Hold on a second. Let's have a listen.
Which her daughter was a fake person with edited photos. Okay.
22nd, 2021. She started her channel on June 20th.
She was married to Aaron Neville. Saying that things that you're saying are not adding up. Like first she was saying she was CIA, then she was a Fed. She was trained by the Feds. Then she had special training for some other bull crap. Like it was all just bull. So then when it all got revealed and people started finding out who she really was, she faked her death, said that she fell off a cliff or something. I don't even know. She said she was married to Aaron Neville.
All right. I don't know anything about any of that being said. I don't remember any of that. I didn't see any of that, but I don't, do you, what's going on? I messaged you and I'm like, hey, what's going on with this? And then you didn't, last night, it was late last night though, I will say that. And then today, a couple hours before I went live, I'm like, hey man, I don't have any messages. So the last thing it says is my message to you. Do you know what they are talking about? I'm just trying to see what's going on. Let's read the chat. Can you come up? 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes? There she is. See, this is what a real woman does. And I respect anybody that hits the link. So let's give her the time of day. Again, this is no attack. Let's hear it out. I appreciate this is what you do when this is called civil discourse.
Hi, Matt.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello. How are you?
Okay. I just landed into my vacation spot. Do you want to see something nice before we get all into this shit?
Sure.
Look where I'm doing my stream.
Oh heck yeah! Where's that at?
I can't tell you. It's a secret location.
No. By all means, protect your privacy.
I just checked in. I have been beside myself about all of this stuff, but now I kind of understand. But before you play that, I have something very, very important to play. It's going to clear everything up from chasing truth. Okay. I just wrote.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry not to cut you off.
Okay.
I already ended it. There's no need to share anything.
No. Listen to me. Okay. This is about me. And I've got a few things I'm going to tell the peoples here.
Okay.
Mama Bear was there last night. I've put that private and it's just been a tizzy for me in the last 24 hours. I'm going to tell you how Mama Bear, you're not going to believe this. Okay. Remember how I was in the hotel last night? I was in the hotel and I said, I've got to pack. I've got to go. And I arrived today. I'm not supposed to be here till tomorrow. That's how messed up it is. I'm not even supposed to be checking in till tomorrow. But the lady was so kind in this Airbnb that she says, no problem. That's how messed up. Okay, so this is very important that you hear. I've just written Tracy because I've just landed. I have not had any really time to really think. But during my ride to getting to my location, all sorts of bells and whistles opened up. And I want everybody to hear this because this is the truth, not what Kibor is saying. So let me get the video and you listen. This is from Tracing Truth. Okay.
Hold on, Miss Harmony. Hold on 1 second. Miss Harmony, please hold. Please hold. Who is Snuggy Bear backstage? This is not an attack. I actually have respect for Miss Harmony. This is not me attacking
Tiffany
her.
Marie really needs to hear this. If anybody knows, she needs to hear
Snuggy Bear?
this.
Oh,
I don't
Miss
know.
Harmony.
I don't know, honey. I don't. You know me. I'm not into any of those people. I come into your room. I talk to you, and that's it.
No. It's not at you, dude. Waving. Put it in the private chat. I don't know who you are or what this is. It's kind of important
because this is crazy, just crazy.
Go ahead, Miss Harmony. Go ahead.
Okay, I've got to find the video. So hold on a second here. Let me find the video.
All right, what's who is this?
Okay, here it is. So
wait, hold on.
What's going on?
Not much. Just chilling. So what you guys talking about anyways?
I'm gonna mute and find it, Matt, while you talk to this guy.
Oh no, I don't know. That's why I delete the link. It's fine because we are kind of in a. Go ahead, do your thing.
Don't end it. This is very important. You have a big platform. Well, maybe not very many people out here, but you're covering it. And I need to nip this in the butt right away, because what Tibori is saying is she's just ending up creating a problem. And guess for who? Not for me. Not for me. For Tracy. You would not believe the emails from this, because she's going, she was my best friend. She knows everything. And I didn't know that Miss Harmony was Tay and blah, blah, blah. And I now, whatever mess she's in, so much mess, I feel so sorry for her. I have so many apologies, and I read a huge letter to her just now. And then I saw you live. So Jesus is on our side. Baby Jesus is on our side today.
All right. To the person who hopped up, man.
I got to find it. I'm mute again.
No problem. To whoever hopped up backstage, I'm not trying to be rude, but let me explain something. I dropped the link initially for Heels in the air. She wouldn't come up. That's a dead issue. Mods, you know what to do. But I'm also trying to find out what's going on with Miss Harmony. Kind of a serious subject. When people hit the link, they want to come up. There's no problem. I'll open the panel up later on tonight. If you want to come up, come on up. But like when there's people that I respect, which would have been either person hitting the link, I got to give them the respect to, people come up, hit the link, they whip their cocks out, do stupid shit, want to troll, say like dumb things. I'm not doing that for people that I have respect for. So I'm not saying that you were going to do that, whoever hit the link, but you're more than welcome to do any of that after I open the panel up. And it seems like when the link is there, people will hit it and just come up, and I appreciate your support, but it's bad timing. That's it. Didn't mean to boot you, but you get an explanation. All right. So you guys heard the beginning.
Be patient with me.
What's that? Night. What is this?
Be patient with me, honey, because I was doing this in the car and I was recording. So now I have to look at all these recordings. Okay. So just like carry on with your chat, but it's super important. Please, please, please. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, hon. And by the way, hi, everybody. Sorry for being rude. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody.
Eric Fitzpatrick. Eric, what do you want, Eric? Eric Fitzpatrick. Eric Fitzpatrick. What do you want? Put it in the private chat. Then they don't even know the lick on. Tried the wrong one. I'm telling you.
Okay, Matt.
Hold on.
Okay, hold on.
All right, what's going on?
Doing good, man. I like I see.
Okay, once again, chat. Please do not hit the link because that'll happen. You'll get 1 second of fame. Okay, moving along. Thanks, Eric. We appreciate it.
Hold on, I gotta go get a lighter because I'm not allowed to smoke in their house. I want to smoke, but I want to play. I got the video. It's not edited yet. So what I did today was I went back into my archives on this laptop only because my other laptop's not with me. And I was able to find what Tracy has been doing for me for so long, and I didn't realize it. And I mean, we're going to go into a big thing. I'm going to be doing an apology. I already sent out an apology to her. But she's having my back and trying to tell the truth about what bullshit is Tibori is talking about and spreading stuff because they are on a campaign to they're on a campaign to chasing truth now, and I'm beside myself. I feel awful for her because I know what it's like.
Wait, time out. Who is Tibori and what's going on with chasing? Catch everybody up. I'm playing like I'm worried. I played what was said. But I don't know who Tibori is.
Okay, Tibori is okay. We have to go back into the Kanika Jenkins community. That's where we come from, Tracy and Tibori and a bunch of people. And now this has gone into the new community, and all sorts of stuff has happened in the new community. And my name came up, and Tracy was trying to do a good thing by saying. She didn't go on this live, but you was trying to say, no, we sniffed this in the butt like 5 years ago. She's not fake. We vetted her. She didn't kill herself. She didn't do this. She didn't do that. And she's been doing this for years and years, but I did not know that she was having to do so much to try and stop the rumor mill. But now I understand why. Because they're setting her up. They're setting her up to make it's horrible what they're doing to her. And I'm freaking out, and I contacted her and said I'm going to look into after I get off here because I was about to. I'm going to go look and see how many people I ban. I need names. I mean, she was there for me. I'm going to be there for her. She has so much mess going on. This is just a little tiny piece.
What's happening?
Okay. So let's listen to this. Let me go get my. You talk to Chad. I'm going to go get my lighter. I'll be 2 seconds. I just got to go downstairs.
All right. Well, look, Miss Harmony's on one. She's very upset, but look, she's alive. So I think we can clear the shenanigans from here on out. Very interesting to see these communities. I don't know what's going on. Well, wait a minute. The claim was she faked her death and that she was ex-CIA. Now, the video did say chasing truth. We'll have to just wait for it to explain it. Man, every time I go live, man, these things get long. We're already at what? Oh, my God, an hour and a half. I got to get to Miss Kate. I owe her some due diligence. We got weirdos hitting the link. I tell you, don't hit the link. They hit the link, and then they I don't know. Obviously, they're hitting the link for a not good reason. The dude had his headset on. He was all ready to say something. Bloop.
How are you, Matt?
Terrific.
What's your
look? So
okay, so okay,
any faked your death, bam, and then they're saying that you did.
Okay, listen to Tracy. If anybody's going to listen to anybody to the truth, put your thumbs up that you will believe what Tracy says.
This is chasing
truth, right? Chasing truth. Would you rather hear it from the horse's mouth or from me? Because if I tell you that I didn't do anything at all, you're not going to believe me. But I think people are probably going to put a 1 in the chat if you would believe Tracy over me.
Well, let me ask you this: doesn't Chasing and Tiffany have a beef?
I don't know anything about their world. I'm just learning this now. And she is in a world of so many people, so many things. It's insane. This Tiffany Marie stuff is just a little tiny smidgen of what I learned by understanding just from this of what Tibori said. Tibori said something, and then I got emails because people know that. No, I'm not talking about TM is a liar. I'm talking about Tibori has now twisted this to make it look like I got an email, for example, because you listen to it. She says, oh, you know, she's my besties. And I didn't know that Tazon Day was Harmony, which is bullshit because I put a PSA out saying I'm changing my channel name. And she never told me. And I'm thinking you talk to her all the time. And the other thing is, this is the icing on the cake. She blocks everybody. So she's not going to see the chat and people talking. So she didn't even know the scoop. Okay. But I don't believe, I asked Tracy in an email just now, did you ever tell her that I used to be this? She knows. So what she did here was terrible because I got emails saying, hold on a second. Now Tracy looks like she really isn't a ringleader and she's holding secrets if she's holding it back. You know how the community gets from her own bestie. You know what I'm saying? So even though, and T-Bori says, oh, don't come after me. I'm coming after you, girl. And I'm glad it's on Matt's because nobody would come in my room. Okay. But this isn't over. This is not over because now I'm going to help Tracy because somebody is copycatting me potentially on a narrative that somebody made up about me. And none of this is true. What you're hearing, I went through hell about it. And so now I'm there for Tracy. I am there. So listen to this and let me know that you can hear it. So
that's all I need to hear, Miss Harmony, to be honest.
No, you got to hear this. Please.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. But I'm just letting you know.
Okay. Put yourself on mute and listen.
Go ahead. I got nothing.
You hear it?
Nothing. I hear nothing. But look, I hear nothing.
No. Please don't. Okay. How are we going to get?
Let me ask you this. What are you trying to play?
I'm playing Tracing Truth, telling everybody over and over and over again how I didn't fake my death. I am a real, they vetted me. I really do have those credentials. I wasn't faking anything there. And everything is a lie that T-Bori is bringing up right now. And Chasing Truth clears it up.
Is this a YouTube video?
No, it is, from her. And what I got was a clip.
Send it to
Should I upload it?
No. Send it.
How do I get you to hear it?
You Twitter DM it to me and you give me a timestamp.
Okay, first of all, it's only short. And second of all, Matt, you need to help me here. Calm down. Let's try and work out the sound. Okay, let's try and figure out the sound.
No. If you Twitter DM it to me and give me the timestamp, the problem is solved. I promise. Just say
it's not timestamped. I just recorded it on my screen recorder. I'm just trying to figure out. Oh, maybe it's because I have my headsets on.
Yeah, you're on your phone and it's not gonna.
Okay, listen
you've
now.
allowed StreamYards
They still do
the audio access.
I don't even know.
Okay.
Do you hear it now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, hold on. Turn up your volume.
Period of time.
I know why I had my headsets on. Okay, hold.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, do you hear it now?
You said that they told you not to say anything, right? The people from
this one
or whatever. I remember that. I was like, and then they kind of disappeared. Do they still do anything over there? I don't even know. They were around for, a good period of time. That documentary. I didn't even know until my friends emailed me. Yeah, she didn't know. And you could tell. The rumor is you're dead and you're married to Aaron Neville. She was like, what? I mean, I think a lot of people didn't, which is why they looked into it. Because they didn't believe it, right? But if she had to protect him, she cannot tell the truth as he will not be protected anymore. I mean, I know you two are close, Tay, so I understand that you were, I understand what you're trying to say. But when people from outside this community were given the same story, that makes her reasoning a little less credible. So,
same with the other two of them mentioned. I felt sad and believed it. Then I hear her talking the way she was. Yeah. Pregnancy. I was unaware. Oh, no, I did hear about that briefly. Didn't Tay say, no? Can we all get this straightened out, please? I have to go back in the archives for this one. Somebody killed Tay off of YouTube. It wasn't Tay, though. That's not true. I was messaging her that day. Somebody said she went off a mountain or something. I don't know. Oh, I'd have to go back and look. That was crazy town. But somebody put out something on the internet somewhere saying that was her husband, and it turned out to be Aaron Neville. And I was messaging Tay that day, and she's like, what are you talking about? I'm not dead. Like, what are you saying? I'm like, no, the rumor is you're dead, and you're married to Aaron Neville. She was like, what? Like, I don't know who invented it, but it took off. It took off. But she did not make up the story about Aaron Neville or say that she fell off a mountain. We were able to verify it back then. No, she didn't. She did not say that. I mean, she done a lot of crazy things.
Miss Harmony.
Didn't do that. That's not true.
2 more minutes. Not even 30 seconds left.
No, it's good. It's already said what you needed it to. It already has. I mean,
okay, so
you already said like that's not true, this and that. So
okay,
so look, this is where I'm coming from. I've known you a long time. You've always been truthful, this and that. I'm hearing this thing. I reach out to you on Twitter. You don't answer me
because I've been traveling.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so I'm glad that you're all right. I'm glad that this is just hearsay. You know, we know each other a long time. Usually, if you message me, you tag me, I'm right on it, vice versa. I didn't know that you're going through all this shenanigans.
It just happened. It just all came down. I don't know how long this has been going on. A few days, and then somebody contacted me.
So this happens right before you're getting on a plane?
What I was doing, I was traveling, and then when I landed, my emails blew up and sent me over to Tracy. Had 2 videos up, and I have the other video, and I did a live last night because I was freaking out because on the first live, for some reason she's defending me and saying almost exactly verbatim to what she just said. This is back in 2021. It's way back. This is years and years ago. This what she said on this live. I just managed to find it. A clip of it. I have everything from back then of what went on. Okay, so anyways, for some reason, T. Bore comes up and does this live, and Teaching Truth does a video clarifying it, saying at the beginning, I can play it for you. At the beginning, saying, I know it's going to piss her off, but I want to clear it up again. That she was vetted. She was what she is. We had somebody in our community that was CSIS and equivalent of an investigator and all that, and people just took it off and
You're good,
and abused me basically, and all sorts of stuff. I can do 10-hour live on this. So anyways, she's been doing this for years, but I didn't know she's been defending me. And then she put out another one which was really bad, and that was the one that I saw and I couldn't understand it, and she private that one. So that was the one. She came into my live last night, and I'm not CIA, okay? D Nicey, it's not CIA, all right? Okay. I'm an analysis. That's all I have. And I came out first thing from the gate on a live stating that. Okay. So people just didn't. I can go into the reason why. I'm figuring this all out now too. I'm figuring out what is going on. And I'm in the midst of all of that. And you have to be patient because right now, if Tracy who she needs our support, and she needs our help, because she's being sabotaged left, right, and center way more than what I did, way more than what happened to me. She's just helping me, and I didn't know that she was helping me, and I feel terrible, terrible, terrible. She apologized last night, and everything like that. I'm sorry I sound hyper, because I am. I really am.
You're all worked up. You're all worked up. All you got to do.
I mean, this should not be happening 5 years later, but I'm there now for Tracy, so 6 years or whatever. So, anyways, T. Bori put out this again. It's all lies, people. Please do not believe T. Bori. You just heard it from Tracy from way back 6 years ago. And if you want me to play yesterday's 5 years or whatever, I can't remember. Time's flown by. I can't even.
You're good. I'm just checking in that you're okay. I don't know, man. I just had.
No, I'm not okay. Not okay. I'm not okay, because I don't need these narratives going on and on and on about me, first of all, and going into a new community, and not even though it's not big or anything like that, but I totally understand now why people like go up on the panel and then somebody says, oh, she's this and she's that. They go off of this old narrative, and that's why I don't get any people. I know I need a Valium. I wish I had one. But Matt rushes me, I feel.
got in trouble last time I did that to somebody. So
if I know that I have time and he's not going to cut me off in 2 minutes, I'll calm down. But I feel I have to.
You're good. But I've been on for some time, and I want to get.
I know.
But listen, I just take a chill pill, relax. I was just worried about you. I just went.
I appreciate that.
With somebody else that I respected, and there's.
How did you find out about this?
Okay, a moderator of mine sent me something, and I'm like, it's on Miss Harmony. I'm like, oh man, I don't know about that. And then I'm like, what's going on? They're like, hey, you should look at it, because you do have her on your panel. You do support her. And I'm like, shit. So I listened to it, and I'm like listening to it, and I'm like, all right, let me just see what's up. And then I DM'd you, and then I'm like, man, when you don't DM me back, I'm like, man, this is like, what is this? Like the culture?
Yeah, I just got in. I just got into where I just showed you.
I get it. I'm
so sorry.
Listen, this is my advice I give you. Just relax. Don't if it's a new community and all this, don't let these people know what bothers you.
I have to ask you a question, if I may.
Calm and collected. Yeah.
So now you heard the live, and now you heard from Tracy about really what the truth is and how this person is trying to tarnish me again. But I can tell you there's an objective to this, and I'll tell you the objective in the way. But I want to know, who do you believe? Do you believe what you just heard from T. Bori? And I don't mind if you tell the truth. It's not going to hurt me and offend me. Or do you believe what Tracy said?
Okay, here's my thoughts. I don't know who T. Bori is still. I know who Tiffany is. I know who you are. I don't know who Chasing is. However, I'm playing a live for my audience, and it has you in the subject, and two people are talking. However, two people are not producing anything. I then contact the person that I do know, that I do respect, that I know that puts good information out. Never misinformation. And I contact her. As soon as this lady that I know gets off a plane, I could tell she's worked up. I could tell she's bothered. She immediately rushes to play something. She can't figure it out. She's freaking out. But she finally gets the audio to work. And within the first minute of the audio, my doubt is cleared. Because if with all that said, if you don't have the audio, or don't want to hit the link like the guest before you didn't want to, you're like off a plane, like, what's up? Give me the link. What's happening, Matt? This is crazy. We figured it out, and I believe you. I just don't know those creators.
No, and I don't really know them either. From what I'm getting, because this has all come down the pipes, and I appreciate and thank you very much, because I can give you whatever receipt you need. I have a lot of information. I mean, we could go into 10-hour live on this. I'm not kidding you. But I know I am here to help Tracy right now, because she's really being sabotaged, and I feel awful. And she's been there for all these years for me, trying to repeat, stop doing this to her, stop saying this, it's not true. And that she's a truther like me. And so a little bit 101 about Tracy. She is the one in the community who sticks to the truth. She is a person of integrity, a sweet girl, a funny girl, all sorts. I have nothing, like, I hate her and I love her, and at the same time, because back then she didn't know what was going on. She was caught up in the rabbit hole like everybody else. But once she figures things out, boom, she's right on. And she vet, and we talk behind the scenes many, many times, and she knows about the whole 9 yards. And then she knows where I was that day because I was communicating with her because I trusted her. And then all of a sudden, when I came back from my vacation, this is what they did to me, but 100 times, 100 other things too. Like, I don't want to go into that. I'm just focusing on what T-Bori is doing right now. Now, T-Bori is her bestie, and she can't associate with Tracy anymore in her chats because she wants only positive and only negative, apparently, is in her chats. So she blocks them. So she doesn't see the communications going on. But what was ending up happening was because everybody was shocked that T-Bori didn't know. How would it would be like me not telling you something that's really important. And, you know, like, I'm coming to you first. Like, I should just be jumping in that pool right now. I'm coming to you first because
You're
one,
You're good.
anyways, so T-Bori has now created more of a mess for her because they think she's a ringleader in so many things. I found out today. I didn't understand Tracy until T-Bori told me something, and then it clicked in my head, and I said, hold on a second, I really didn't understand Tracy at all, and now I understand her, and now I feel like a complete horrible person for attacking her last night and not realizing what shit she was going through all these years. And she's going through a lot, and she's being pushed up against the wall by this Tiffany Marie, who's demanding that she is involved in somebody. She knows this information, she better give it to her, yada yada, whatever it is. And now I hear that this girl potentially copycat the script writing. Listen to this one. This is where we're going. This is where I'm gonna ask Tracy if she wants me to help.
Because Tiffany will hit the link.
So apparently there's this girl in this community who was faking being an FBI, but what happened was the storyline is too familiar to what they did to me. And it made me really, really think. And because I was traveling and driving, I couldn't do very much before I got here. And then you were live. So I haven't done my homework. The first thing I did is I got in here, I got my pajamas on, and I had dinner with the guests. And then I ended up thinking, okay, I'm going to write Tracy. And then I saw you live. And I saw that you had this up.
Community is that you wandered into, turn around and run. How long have you been over there? How long have you been over that community?
And Tiffany Marie needs to hear this, because I think Tiffany Marie needs to understand that I'm here. If there's a girl impersonating somebody's storyline that they made up. Now, this is the thing that I found out I'm going to look into. Okay. Apparently she's from the Kanika Jenkins community. So the first thing I need to ask Tiffany Marie or anyone who knows this woman who is pretending to be a fake FBI is I need to hear her voice, because there's a reason for it. Way back then, I was cloned. I was this, I was that. I can go on and on, but I need to hear her voice, because there's a few girls and a few ladies that I think I know who this might be, because we did find out through some way of finding out who killed me off, and who we do know who reported me as being married to Aaron Neville. Okay.
I'm so lost. Wait, we're going to try to get Tiffany over here. I don't know if TM.
Please, Tiffany, be nice to me. Because I'm trying to help here. I'm trying to unsolve and unravel things. I need to hear this lady's voice.
If she's live, she's like, oh,
the other thing is I'm going to go in.
Live. Hold on, where's Tiffany at?
I'm going to go into my channel. I need to have names from people who know names from way back, because this is the reason why. I don't know if they still can do this, but when you block somebody, or when you even if you don't want them in your chat anymore, way back 4 years ago, I could click on, let's say, baby boomer's name, boomer baby. I'm not trying to point you out, I'm just giving you an example. Okay, boomer baby. If you clicked on their name, you could see all their other names. So that was, I don't know if you can do that now. So
like
I
that,
need
so
names to
you
look.
have to help me. Go to TM and tell
Well,
her.
I'm thinking their theory might be right. This girl might have taken this narrative, because everything, just to put it in a 101, there was a whole bunch of people involved into screwing up KJ and now Summer Wells. I'm sorry, I'm not reading the chat. Is your wife saying something to me?
No, we sent word to Tiffany, but she either gonna want to come up or she's not. But
well,
it's cool if she doesn't come up.
I need to hear this lady's voice. I need to get somebody inbox me. You can see my my email, and any information you want, or for me to do my homework and my research of who this could be from the community from when I came from and has moved over to your community. I can see, or we could go through names. We could do private. I don't know what we can do where we can stream privately, just a group of people, and brainstorm. And if this is what Tracy wants, because Tracy seems to be the one that they need information for some reason. I don't know if there's a connect or what. I don't know the whole story. I'm just
chasing the person that Noelle, is that the person who Don said has kept it real with them? Is that the same person?
Tracy went to see Dawn Wells. She's Chasing Truth is a lady who went down and did Summer Wells Day just recently, which was beautiful. She has a real heart with Summer Wells and everything, but it got really messy for her. And I didn't realize how messy, but it's just not through this curator. It's multiple curators, but each curator has a different thing with her. And it's so sad. I didn't realize that she was going through such burdens, and she shouldn't be. We're here not to sit there, which they do, and attack creators and stuff like that. I don't know what the objective is in this. I don't know why the lady who they're talking about copycatted potentially me, or what she did, and why they need to know about this lady so bad. Like, what did she do so bad is what I need. I need Chasing Truth up here.
What she did so
Contact
bad
Contact Chasing Truth. She might be home.
I don't have her number.
I have her. I don't have her number.
Her sin is not bashing the Wells. If I could recall correctly, her sin is not bashing them. She's supposed to follow the YouTube narrative. She's supposed to shit on them, and because she went against the grain, this is why she gets attacked. Just like I did. Correct.
I was bringing out the truth.
Correct.
Yeah.
It'll never happen to White Boy. I'm not going for any of that buster shit.
Well, you don't do it in the way we did it.
Yeah,
Me and Tracy are very similar, very, very similar in our investigation.
Right there, because Don Wells told me himself out of his mouth when I spoke to him. I asked him a lot about YouTubers, and I said, "Who's kept it the realest to you?" And one of the people he said was
Chasing. Yeah.
What I found
and
weird about her, and why I'm not fast to jump on her side or anything. What I found weird about her is like, I've always stood up for the Wells. I've gone in for the Wells. Like, I've gone in for them.
I mean, I did too. I did too. I deleted all those videos. I don't want anything up that has anything bad with Summer. Why would I do that when I've put out hundreds of miles of putting out posters of this little girl, and if you put her name in,
but what I'm saying
nothing's good.
She's never shared a video of mine. She's never tried to reach out to me or Noelle. And Noelle has done things with the Wells, brought everybody. Margie had their back as well. One of the only person that Candace will even talk to on YouTube. So from my understanding is this is why she gets attacked. But like, we're over here doing the same thing, and we're like way more abrasive with it. And we just don't get attacked like that because we push right back. But it's weird to me that there's nothing. But at the same time, I understand the whole not trust the YouTuber type of deal.
The
So,
thing is with her is they think that she knows all the things. So because she knows all the things, she's keeping secrets. She's not telling people, or she's lying, or whatever it is. So because she knows all the things, because she's a peacekeeper. She tries to go in and say, hold on a second, and tries to use logical sense and break things down. But now all of a sudden, I don't know how long this has been going on for her, but I can tell you right on, I'm not going to name the names, but right off the top of my head, I've got 4 curators who are onto her, like really bad. They were really good friends with her, or really thinking that she was great, and all of a sudden it's turned the table. I can't imagine how. I kind of know how it was spinning my head and trying to run and try to clear things up, but it took it took was my community to say, this is what's going on. People stuck up and they did their little bit of research. And because I was not the only one who was sabotaged, they try to bring everyone down. And for some reason, they're doing it with her, and it's undeserving to what I know. Because honestly, if she knew shit, she would say it, because she's a straight up girl.
Look here. I think that we've cleared it up. All right, Miss Harmony. Listen, go in that pool, go check in, go eat dinner, go relax.
No, I've already eaten dinner. Okay. I've already checked in. I've eaten dinner. Tomorrow I'm going to go see the new Barbie movie with the roommates here, and then I will just take I've got a 4 or 5 day vacation. So but I'm here for Tracy, Tiffany Marie, as long as we can be cordial and adult about it. Nip this in the butt with Tibor, he said. Please do not go around spreading the rumors that this is what happened and I did this and I was, did that. It's not true. I could tell you 10 hours worth of archive just in this computer to prove that it's not true. I am what I am. Matt knows I was an investigator. I came out and told him right at the beginning of the gate. He knows, right, Matt?
This is true. This is why I just wanted to clear it up. But listen, Tiffany, if she got a comment or something, she would come if she could. Well, she might not come because last time she went to the chat, I didn't know she had a second account and we had some confusion. But I think she would jump in. But if not, she'll probably. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't understand her.
I'm just glad that you cleared up for me.
Yes.
So that's good. Go enjoy your vacation, Miss Harmony. All right.
Thank you, sweetheart, and love to you all. I hope that this helped other people, and we just have to be very careful with the what they're doing. And right now, what they're doing to Tracy is terrible. And so I wrote her, if she needs support, if she needs me to dig in, I need a couple of, like I said, I need this lady's voice. I need some names because I can look in. Because if this woman is copying a script, then I can figure out, I think I maybe know who started what back then a little bit more and who is carrying it on in this new community of just this particular part, whatever is going on there. I don't know why they need her so bad. That's what I need. I need to have that part done. Thank you, Mama Bear, everybody, Boomer Baby. You're all so kind to me, and thank you for trusting, Matt here and trusting Tracy.
As fast as you can. Run away from that community as fast as you can.
I don't go into that community.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Miss Harmony. We'll check it. All right. Miss Harmony has not unalived herself, fallen off the bridge, or whatever it is. Wait a minute. She's still in the studio. All right, I'm kicking you, Miss Harmony. For some reason, you're still in here. I don't want to mess up. Oh, she dropped out. There's some people that hopped in when she was on. Come back now. I wanted to, man, this thing goes so, it's like a fucking time machine, YouTube. You go live, 2 hours already. I got to still do Miss Kate. We got to the bottom of it. Don't know where Tiff was. It is what it is. Glad you're alive. That's good. I'm fucking still confused about the whole thing, but to me, it sounds like she went to a new community and there's a whole bunch of drama people over there, and they're trying to play on Miss Harmony. Hey man, this shit is like chess, not checkers. You gotta be kung fu with it, man. Kung fu with it. But I do want to pay recognition to one of my creator friends that was in here, and I think that would be a good conversation, since we can't get civil discourse all the time because people are scared. Then we'll do it together. So this was Cross. Let me call Cross. Situation for one main reason. It's because, and we're gonna get into it. If you look at the thumbnail, hey, were you timed out? Who timed you out? Okay, that was me. Let's I want to get to I just want to ask something real fast. I just want to get a different perspective. A different perspective. Just to make sure I'm not tripping.
Yo, what's up, man?
What's up, black man?
Not much. What's going on with you?
Just chilling, man. Just chilling.
Right.
So look, I wanted to. How's everything going? Good.
Yeah, but hey, I want to understand something, man. My plug, I got a plug podcast too.
Yeah.
That I started and it got monetized, so it's been monetized. Then the other day I looked on it, they gonna tell me I did some reused content. Bro, I didn't do no reused content.
I'm gonna tell you what that is right there. I'm gonna tell you what that is. So
yeah,
what that is if you uploaded a short from like TikTok and it's got the little brand TikTok at the bottom, you know how like you can share your TikTok post to Instagram or your Instagram post to Facebook. So what happened is you did something like that and it went to your gallery. And then you went to post a short or whatever it was to your YouTube. And what they're saying is they're tripping about the TikTok brand or the Instagram brand or the Facebook brand.
Yeah, because I did upload a short.
That's exactly what it is. So if you go to your gallery, you're going to have two videos that are the same, but one's going to have like the TikTok thing at the bottom or whatever it is, and the other one's going to be butt naked. You got to get the butt naked one and upload it, and they won't do that. They just want you to recycle content. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So just
I need to find that. So on my gallery, where on my gallery? You talking about on my phone?
Yeah. So when you went to upload it, you picked the one. What the short that you uploaded? What other platform did you upload it to?
I just uploaded on my YouTube.
But what was you? Yeah, second. But
where did I got? I got it off like Instagram.
So when you go to upload to YouTube, you got to look at your two videos because they're the same in your gallery. The one that doesn't have the Instagram handle on it.
Listen, I didn't do that. I screen recorded it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I screen recorded the YouTube short, and then I just uploaded. It wasn't two of them. It was just, you see what I'm saying? It was just a screen record. I went on ahead and pushed the upload, and went on ahead and did it. I didn't see it with two of them in my gallery.
You know, so it's not, so you screen recorded off Instagram or yeah. So that's this, so you still have the emblem. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'll send you something when we hang up. I'm gonna send you a video in a minute that from my gallery, and it's gonna have like my handle from TikTok or whatever it is. And so here's the trick on that. There's a trick on that. What you can do is, let's just say you upload it from TikTok to YouTube. what you want to do is cover the TikTok handle with a sticker.
Right. I have been doing that. I need to go back and redo that show.
So crop it. You know what I mean? It's all AI. It's all AI generated. It's not like a human's doing that. It's AI. So they're recognizing that it came from another platform. You know, it's just, I've told you about the AI. But look, I got a question. There was over here in this community, there is a topic of racism. Okay. Now I want to just keep it real. You know, we keep it real. All right. I want to run something by you. You just stop me. Okay. If it is or it isn't racist. Okay. Okay. Now just stop me. And yes, everything is truthful. Okay. Real fast. I am Caucasian. You are what, sir?
I am black.
Okay. As a black man, let me just run this by you, sir. Somebody drop his link, please. This is a friend of mine. Okay. First of all, if I say that you're my black friend, is that racist?
No.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Because white people tell me that it is. And just for the record, I don't care if you call me your white friend.
But the irony is, how would they know they're not black?
Thank you.
How can they give you a definite answer? It's like, how can I say, hey, it's racist to call this guy a white guy? I'm not white. I can't. That's kind of like,
okay. Now I want you to hang in again. What I'm about to say a lot right now. Just cut me off and just, you know, we keep it real. Cut me off. Okay. So there was a person in this community recently that they had a blog. Okay. Now on the blog, they had like the George Zimmerman case with Trayvon Martin.
Okay.
Kendrick Johnson. Do you know who that was? Chat, help me out. Who was that?
Yeah, I don't know who he could be.
Put the names in the chat, people. Check and help me out. I know you know these cases. So we had you remember George Zimmerman.
Correct.
And Trayvon Martin.
Correct. Yes, I do.
So on this blog. No, check and give me all the names. Kendrick, what was the young gentleman's name? He's gonna know it. He's gonna know it. I want you to know these cases. I'm waiting for the chat. Okay, Kendrick Johnson. Do you remember him?
No, I don't.
He was a young black man that was murdered because they claimed his back was hooked with a meat hook.
No, I never heard that.
Okay, not a problem. So not a problem. So there was a creator, and they got accused to be, they were accused of being racist. And just stop me when you think it is racist. And they're just keep it real. So they talked about these cases, which majority were like police brutality, like George Floyd and whatnot. You know, George Zimmerman, Kendrick Johnson won. The problem was, when they blogged about the cases, they also kind of, well, let's just say they made memes of the black people that were murdered. Okay. Now, in the case of the Kendrick Johnson case, they blogged about it. They made memes about the dead black murder kid. Now, they also wrote an open letter to the mother saying that if she would have raised her son better, then maybe he would not have gotten murdered. Now, also how the difference between white people fight and black people fight. Okay, and all this stuff, things with like something with Indian people, how they should just, I know what it was. How Indian people accept that they get a check, and why black people, I don't know why they're crying about reparations and this and that. The black people should just be more like Indian people because we cut them a check. Okay, now also, not only did they write the letter, that they tagged the mother, even though she was grieving, they tagged the mother.
What?
And went to the court system and obtained the court photos, the autopsy photos of this little kid that was ripped open, and said, "Hey, lady, I know you're grieving and all, but I think me and you should have a debate because you're wrong. This in my blog, this is why your son died."
Okay.
Okay.
So it's a bunch of questions. It's a bunch of parts of questions. One, I will say, as a mother and as a child, no one will let you go through that situation, know how they're grieving and how they're able to, to deal with the grieving. Now, as an individual who has empathy or sympathy for any child, regardless of the situation, any child. Now, if that person has to defend themselves, again, in the day and age we live in, white, black, purple, green, defending yourself is defending yourself. But to go the extra mile, to go and pay for an autopsy, and to then not only do that, because you don't know this mother, and you exploiting the fact that you say, if you had raised your child better, then the child wouldn't have died. Well, that's sad to say that. What about babies that lose their life? See, this is why some of the stuff that people do, they only do for content because they blur the in-between lines. So, okay, so if a woman loses a baby or a baby, God forbid, dies to the hand of gunfire or a car accident from a parent that's driving and a drunk driver hits the child, is it the mother's fault that the drunk driver and the mother should have been paying more attention? This is why
I should have given you the link.
I look at it when I tell people the internet always wins, because whatever the perception. Now, my thing on this is I don't see the racism, because again, racism comes with the intent. He's speaking on as a person in a demographic, because again, I give you an example. I always tell people this. This is where people are all stereotypical, right? And I'm gonna use this as an example, not just to be fun, but use this example. When I bring up trailer trash or trailer, what do you automatically? Now I'm asking you, as a man, a white man, what do you automatically perceive that to be?
If you were saying trailer trash as if you're doing like a podcast or something, or just a conversation,
yeah,
I would say that that's.
I'm asking you, what's the first vision that you would perceive?
I would say that that's a reference towards like white people who.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. Now, can I say something? Sure. I would tell you that you're a racist. You know why? Because you're stereotypical. Because I grew up, and most people don't know this, in North Carolina. My grandmother, my aunts, and all them lived in low-income trailers. So trailer trash does not depict a color. It's a lifestyle. You get what I'm saying?
That's very true, but
you're racist because you're white and you just put your people down.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So,
but
I gotta understand. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
I get what you're
saying. You get it? So I asked you, as a white man, what do you think that means? But then I can also say, man, that's racist, bro, because I grew up in Virginia, but in North Carolina, in Roanoke Rapids or Raleigh, North Carolina, my mother used to live in a trailer growing up. My grandfathers, I know a lot of people in their old beat up trailers. So I would consider that it's trailer trash, not the black people, but the condition of the people living in it.
Yeah, I just never, I've never, I can't say that I've ever. I get what you're saying. Totally, I get the concept, but I've never called a black person trailer trash.
Right, but
I get what you're saying.
But it's not. It has nothing to do with color, because I just showed you.
Yeah, no,
I asked you, what does that mean? You gave me your stereotypical analogy of it. Well, that's not my same analogy. So what you just did was So if I were to say, is that racist that you just called your own people that? Do you get what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is what this man is saying, he's saying about raising your kid. I get that part. I don't consider that as racist. I think that he has a point in that. What I do understand is we all are being put in different positions. What about a child that's in the suburbs that the parent needs to do better when a lot of these opioid epidemics are from suburban kids? So
Yes.
do we blame the parents and say, hey, you live in the suburbs, you're white suburbs, you should know better, watch your kids better? See, that's why when I sit down and I break that stuff down, to me, it's more of a their clickbait and their content reaches. Because the way we are in 2023, not only black kids, white kids, Hispanic kids, kids are being trafficked, kids are being shot. I did statistics on it, and they said the average kid in school say that they are be happy if they can graduate and be alive. That's in all demographics.
All right, let me tell you the rest of it, though, and I do appreciate that. First, before I tell you the rest of it, I'm going to tell you that I'll give you the whole story about it, and I want you to honestly tell me if you think the person is racist. And it's okay, we need to have these conversations. But before I say this, I do want to say that I think me and you both agree, because we've had these conversations off of YouTube. I think as far as race goes, race is is a very broad subject, and people run from it. I don't know why, especially white people.
Well,
white people do run from it.
I was going to say no pun intended, because again, if you ever, and most people that's in your chat, Google the definition of race. It has nothing to do with color. It's the opposing team, and it deals with something that deals with athletics. Race is only what you perceive it to be. It's like anything else. If I put a buckle on it and I buy it from the same leather store, it could be from Walmart, but if I change it and put a name on it and say Gucci, you'll pay $400. It's only what your perception of it to be.
Perception.
Race has nothing to do with racism. Race is exactly what the definition says.
Okay.
Anything with an ism, and no disrespect.
No.
Islamism, all that other ism. Ism is it could be. It could be. It's a what if.
Okay.
It's what if. So I just need to say that.
No, I actually agree with that. Okay, so let me correct myself then. So racist, being racial, racist, okay? In today's society, that is, there's so much to say about that, okay? But we're talking about someone that's being, things that have been brought up. I'm going to tell you the full thing. But before I get into it, I feel as though anything racist, anything racial, any racism and I know you don't like I know you don't like the ism, but any of that is like if we hear about it, not on shows like this and me and you, but in the media and whatnot, it is fueled for division.
Well, again, that's what it's designed. Like, if you want my viewpoint on it, I don't believe in racism. I do believe in stereotypes. I believe that everybody's programmed. That's why I use that example about the trailer thing. We all have what's wrong in the lie to believe you have a stereotype. There's certain neighborhoods as a white man would not go, just like there's certain neighborhoods as a black man that I would not go.
100%.
That's a stereotype. That has nothing to do with racism. That's about protecting my individuality. The first laws of nature is self-preservation. It has nothing to do with racism. They only do that because that's the division. As long as you divide, anytime you sit there and talk about it, like a prime example, right? In the Democrats, right? And then you got Republicans. Now, let me give you the irony from a black man's perspective. Okay, so people say, well, black folks voted for Biden, and then they say, the white people voted for Trump. Now, the irony is you have black people arguing over two guys that are white. They're not black. So what are we talking about? Can't be racism. There's two white guys running and trying, like I call them, the best car salesmen. They're selling you a dream and never showed you that vehicle work. That's the biggest tip in the meat. I think they're the biggest players in the world.
You're
They
right.
selling this stuff. My
But-
favorite show is American Greed, where somebody can write on a piece of paper, they'll give you 110% or 40% return when you know damn near well that's not true, and that you just give them $2 million. I think it's amazing. That's the American dream, if you want to be honest with me.
Yeah, this is politics though. But we're talking about. I agree with a lot you're saying, 100%. Okay,
Right.
and I do know that it's a tool for division. But I will say this: like, I know I agree with everything you said. Okay,
Right.
But I also, just like you said, I won't go into some neighborhoods because I know I'm not supposed to be there. That happened to me a few times, and I learned real quick. One time when I was young, I went to get some weed in like this little Haitian part of town, and they're throwing rocks at the window because they don't want us around there.
Okay, I hate to cut you off, man.
Go ahead.
You live in Florida, and I was just in Florida. I know, and you know, if you try to go through those big $1 million neighborhoods as a white guy with a bald head, they're going to stereotype you.
Yes.
Doesn't matter, even now. So that's what I'm saying. Race doesn't play a part. It's all about
Perception.
levels of what money you got. It's about wealth. It's about the poor and the rich. You see what I'm saying? You got LeBron James that makes a lot of money. He's a black guy. White people like him.
Of
Has nothing
course.
to do with race.
Of course.
Snoop Dogg. It has nothing to do with race. Andrew Tate. People like him. He's a white guy. He says, you know what I'm saying? Adam 22. That's why these people are able to get into the culture, because the culture is acceptable. The only people that plays the race card when it comes down is the politicians and the people that want to sway.
Well,
think about it. There's a lot of kids right now, a lot of young kids, white kids, black kids, that listen to Little Baby, drill music, Kodak Black.
I listen. I agree with all that as well, but I've seen. I don't know how to explain it. I've seen not politicians and not athletes and not media persuasion and none of that, but on a level of just regular people. Like I'm smart enough to know if me and you go to the bank, we're both going to get turned down and not get the money. So I understand what you're saying, but as far as
Now, and I know what you're about
police.
to say now, in situations of scenarios. Now, okay, you're right. If, say, for instance, we was in a neighborhood, most times you say, well, damn, it should be okay for us to ride in neighborhoods. Now, again, everything to me, that's why I said, I always look at it. Men are logical, and no disrespect, women are emotional. Men are logical. So if I were to put myself in a position, if my job was to serve and protect, I see y'all riding around. If you're not going to a certain destination and you're just riding around. Now, my question is, what is the intent? What is your intent of being over here? Maybe that's the way I look at it. A lot of times, and I've had where I've been profiled, that's understandable, but that would be crazy for me to say the majority does that. Because then I would say, well, if that's the case, I would never have a relationship with you. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I want people to start changing and looking at the fact of the matter is, me and you have conversation offline that people don't know. You've had conversation with CW, and people always say, well, da-da-da-da. And then you meet him and like, he's nothing like that.
Nothing
because
like
we
that.
understand the content.
Yeah.
But what happens is the mass media portrays and they push the program out. So everybody starts getting, it's like, I give you an example. I got a friend that hunts, right? And on the West Coast, my guy Dan, this is like one of my guys. His dad, I call Dad. I call him Dad. I don't even call him by his name John. I call him Dad. But we was together one time.
The white guy, you said? White guy?
Yeah,
Okay.
Dan. Yeah,
Okay.
my guy Dan. Shout out to Dan, man.
Shout out to Dan.
So, yeah. So what happened was I came to his house, and they got acres, they got horses and all that was there. And I asked Dan, he said, man, I want you to help me try to figure out, a podcast. I said, okay. I said, well, what is it that you like to do? So then he says, well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm like a redneck. So my thing to him was, I said, well, listen, here's the thing where we got to start changing to what? I said, when you say that to me and my culture, of course, it's certain key words like anything that will make a person question or trigger. I said, so, but what do you like to do? He said, well, I like to hunt. I like to fish. I said, oh, so you're an outdoorsman. He said, yeah. I said, okay, so if you came and approached me being a black man, you said, I said, what do you like to do? Man, you know what? I'm just a true outdoorsman. I would respect that and want to be intrigued to know versus if you say a redneck. See, it's just certain things that you have to be aware of and cognizant of. And when I said that, he said, wow, because see, if you're a redneck, I don't know what that is. I just know what the negative part of it is. But if you're an outdoorsman, that means anything dealing with nature, you're attracted to. Wow, I'm intrigued. I want to know. Tell me about nature. And that's how we build our relationship. And he said, wow, I never looked at it like that.
All right. So 2 questions for you. This is an important one first. On social media, not that I would ever call you this, but if I was to say that you are an N-word, okay, whether the A or the, what do they say, hard R, whatever, I'm gonna get canceled. However, if I was to comment you this or make a video and say this to you, whatever, and if you were to respond, they will let you say the most harsh, offensive words as, you know, whatever one can think of, cracker or this and that. Now, 2 things and a lot of backlash. 2 things I hear with this. I hear people say, well, black people cannot be racist. I don't personally believe that. Okay. And then the second thing that I hear is, oh, was it with the hard R or hard A? And what is it? The fact of the matter is, I would be canceled. I would get canceled for that, and you would have no backlash.
Right, and I'm glad you said that because that's why I told you I'll call you after I got the screenshot. Do you know on my plug one, I put up an old black guy at a family reunion, and he said he don't mess with those ends. He said, man, because I ain't never been one like that. Do you know they struck my channel? Now I'm black. Wow. I don't understand why. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, Matt. You know they've been shadow banning me for a minute. Anytime I put anything out, whether it be about okay, let's flip it. Think about this. When I put out about corrupt or certain brutality, which I have the video of, regardless, and we speak on that, I get criticized for that. I get criticized. And again,
you do.
No, I don't. Again, I go back to everybody's not racist. No, I don't see racism. I see stereotypes.
We're going to get back to the creator and the blog in just a second, but go ahead, continue. But where do you think this goes? Where, well, I guess a black guy can't say it either. I mean, it's crazy, but they do shadow ban the shit out of you. Your count's hard, but where does this go in society if
no, I just want you, and I want you to explain to the people. Think about it, Matt, and you guys don't know. I have a channel that does very well. I have not had a strike, you know, and Matt's been there with me. That's why I shout out to Matt, man. He was working on it. I have not had a strike. They have done everything they can. We even had a video. I got to go do another video. Matt's got to help me on my other channel. And I was already monetized. They told me that they hit me because I was doing content. Now I get some of the stuff that they do, but again, I think they're cracking down. Because again, I look at it like this. It's the biggest hustle anyway. You got to make me a bunch of money. And then once you make me a bunch of money, I give you a little bit of money, but you don't get all your money. So now you don't get all your money. And then anytime I feel like my a lot of my videos on two, like got in the 10s and the 15,000. So I'm seeing the money, which guys will let you know it's not a lot. But I saw it. So I got up to it was like 40, 50 bucks. And then they just demonetized me. So my question was, where's the money that I earned? They told me you don't get that money.
Yeah, they're strong on robbery all day. CW Charleston said the best. He's like, everybody's worried about monetization. It's like the welfare system because they're training people to be influencers. Everybody wants to be influencers. Oh, get this money, man. They give you what they want to give. They're taking the man. This is a conversation that they probably won't even get because this gets deep, man. I don't even really want to get into it because of the censorship issues, but YouTube.
No, you're absolutely right.
I'll say it. I help a lot of people, and this is one person. Okay, and I'm gonna get back to the whole question that I first asked them, but just so people know, you should understand this. Obviously, when I called him from the beginning of the call, I help him with monetization, social media, and there's a big problem that we face. It is crazy. I've helped a lot of people in the community, but it's AI and it's targeted and
in between you speaking, I want to elaborate and piggyback too. That's why I say racism doesn't exist. Just listen to what you're saying.
It's true.
You're saying you help a lot of people that not just don't look like you, but look like me. And like you said, you're explaining to people, and me and your wife and my wife. I mean, you don't understand the relationship we have. So that's why I get upset, because what happens is all these friends, the people that I got and I respect, they're not racist. I know they're not. Now, if they have a viewpoint, the great part, like we're doing right now, and people should do more, is to ask the questions. Because, like I said, the first question you said, and the irony of that, you told me somebody else in the culture, somebody other culture told you somebody don't like that. Who told them that? They didn't ask me.
Well, this is the irony of that as well. So I took that quote. Right. So there's a person who is getting a lot of heat right now, and they're getting okay. I'm gonna go ahead and explain the entirety of it. I'm gonna tell you my view and how I feel about it, and then I'd like to hear yours. So I told you that there was a blog, and okay, so just so you know, on this blog, like I said, a lot of let's just say controversial racial cases. This was all that was on the blog. All that was on the blog. Now there was another post on the blog or article, whatever it is, and it had a GoFundMe for a young, pretty blonde girl. But on this blog, they would also attack you obviously know who Ben Crump is. You know who Ben Crump is?
Sorry, what did you say, man?
You know who Ben Crump is?
Yeah, of course.
So they had a really bad vendetta with Ben Crump, who is affiliated, I think, with BLM, and he is Ben Crump, for the people who don't know, is kind of like a protege of Jesse Jackson.
Well, hold on, let me speak on this for black. Now, you know me,
speak.
I don't fuck with Ben Crump, man. He's a photo enthusiast, man. He's only there, just like Al Sharpton.
I agree.
See, I'm black, so I speak on this. So like Al Sharpton and the rest of them, the problem is those are the ones what we call in our community the gatekeepers. Because Ben Crump shows up. If he was really about it, and I tell people, do your work. Do your homework when it comes to Ben Crump. He has not won shit. What has he won? He doesn't win. He's settled.
Yeah, and he comes around in these type of cases, correct?
Cool.
Oh, when the media is there,
he plays the race card. Which again, and I tell people for the community of black people, he does not speak for the masses. That's why a lot of people don't like that when you got those certain people that speak out, like Black Lives Matter. I don't like them. Yes, every life matters. And the reason why every life matters is because we can have these conversations. Because, again, that's why I always tell people, if it was so much racism, man, I wouldn't, even though if somebody said I like their song, you wouldn't hear white guys, white girls, Asians, whoever, they play Little Baby. If that was the case, they'd be banned. They can't walk around with $100,000 around their neck if people are racist. That's crazy. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I do agree with that with Ben Crump. He's like an ambulance chaser to the fact where if
Without a doubt.
you see him who is the other guy like that? He does the same thing. Not Ben Crump, but
yeah, I know. It's a bunch. It's a bunch of them.
Okay.
You got my son is another one.
So yeah,
you know, we did a show. My guy King, New Jersey. We did a show on him because again, when you look at it from the totality of it, again, what did they do? What is like people don't realize even Black Lives Matter, that organization, that Patricia chick, they're a negative $9 million in the hole. So they never gave any money to any of the families, and they're negative $9 million in the hole.
they're under investigation. Yeah, buying the houses out there in California. They just filed for bankruptcy. But there's some people, depending on how they get their information. If me as a white guy, if I say FBLM, they take it like I'm disrespecting you. You're not part of that organization.
But you know what? But what it is that's the people that are not understanding. I say that. You know what? As a black guy, I fell out with a lot of my friends because I try to tell them, you have to understand again, we all understand visions and logics and we're creative. So when you talk about BLM, the first thing I did was go to their vision statement. Well, their mission statement states to remove the man out the
nuclear family,
and
yes.
Put somebody else.
The nuclear family.
Again, and again, this is no disrespect to nobody, but I am I'm an alpha apex male. My thing is, if you can't decide when you get up in the morning, God tells you the first thing of who you are. When you wake up, you got to go pee. Well, if you got to sit down and stand up, and you confused on whether you sit down and stand up, you can't guide me to no victory. You can't guide me to a war when you're confused about whether you got to sit down or stand up. I know what I have to do.
Right. Okay.
That's
So,
me just, you know.
Okay. I'm not gonna keep you too much longer. So there's a blog. You got somebody this is not YouTube videos. It's like a blog, and what they're doing is they're covering these controversial cases, police brutality. There's people like Ben Crump that they have a vendetta against. Okay, now my view this far, and I don't remember all the cases, but when and I know this person, by the way. Okay. I saw them getting heat on YouTube. I said, you know what? I'm gonna stick up for you because here's the deal. From what you're telling me thus far, I feel the same way that you do actually about that guy Ben Crump. Okay. Okay. I'm smart enough to know that he's an exploiter himself, and those cases, a lot of them, when they first come out, if your jaw is dropping as you're watching the media tell you about them, you might get worked up and hateful towards a group of people. But if you just wait for the information, the body cam and this and that, well, you can make your own decision. Okay, you can make.
But listen what you just said, man. The first thing you said, people get heated, they get angry or upset. Again, that's an emotion. Men shouldn't have that. Then you said, wait till a little bit along till you hear the information. Well, that's where men come in. That's the logic. That's the logic where men need to do that. Our problem is no man should get emotional because another man got an opinion.
Well,
that's crazy.
You're right, but I'm speaking for men and women when I say that. Okay, this is for.
Yeah, let's think. Well, you're absolutely right. When I'm speaking for the totality of people. When we're speaking on this situation, when you said you know this person, I don't know if it's a man or woman.
It happens to be a woman, and
okay.
So when I'm explaining that you're right. I agree with what you said, but what I'm saying is when people when there's a police, let's take George Floyd. There's this George Floyd situation, and we're seeing it on the news. I'm speaking for men and women when they're looking at the news, that what they see, if they take it in and everything, and they're like staring, and then that's all they know. Okay, I'm speaking for everybody, but if people just wait and see what happens,
Well, my opinion, I hate to cut you off because I really you know me, I have no filter. That George Floyd shit, my thing was, first of all, you ain't have no business going in there with no fake money. Number two is you on drugs. That's just what it was. You on drugs. And then when you got people, again, like the gatekeepers, like I'm saying, because, you know, me and Charleston got into it with Steph Jackson. The problem is, if that's your brother or you allegedly claim that's your brother and you're a millionaire NBA player, explain to me why is he walking around with fake money and why he has to go through that. See, there's a lot of things.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. You're right.
And I try to tell people in our coaching, a lot of times what happens is we don't want to be honest. That's why we're so understanding and forgiving, because we don't want to be honest. You know, the old saying is, if that baby's ugly, you can't deny that baby ugly. People tell you, man, that's the cutest baby. But you know that. You know what that baby is. So that's what I be trying to tell people. Like, that's why we got to have these conversations, because people don't understand. That's the way we feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, personally, I feel like, hey, man, it could have been anybody. You're on a drug. You're on a substance. And no matter what that man did, yes, the officer that did that, yes, he's supposed to be reprimanded. And yes, he was supposed to do that. But again, I always tell people, you only do what your options allow you to do.
Right.
That's what God gave you, a God-given option. So if you go into the store, I'm in the store now. If I give him fake money and I'm sitting there and I'm arguing with him, but I'm also intoxicated and I'm telling him that this money is real. He's telling me, no, it's not real. And instead of me just leaving, the police pulls up. And no matter what relationship that it happened, it doesn't matter. The bottom line is, if you already got a record, then you're supposed to stay out the way.
Of course. Every time I've been arrested, I can't blame the police. I got to get mad at myself. That's just common sense. All right, but look, that's George Floyd. They didn't talk about Floyd though. So look, okay. So this person, they talked about things like Floyd, but not Floyd. To my knowledge, okay. Maybe it's out there, but anyway, I know this person, not like I know you, but you know, like an internet person that I talked to a few times, been cool with, whatever. Mm-hmm. If anything, I think I supported them more than they supported me. And it is a white woman, right. Just so you know. Now, they had this blog. The thing is, they were on YouTube, and they would make videos, right? You jump in my live, like the tragedy pimps, these people who exploit, you know, the missing kid cases and stuff like that. They're out there. They're just, you know, they're really just, they're out there to grift, to put money in their pocket, to exploit a situation. Okay. She would make videos against these people. Okay. Which is the same that I do. Now, look, come to find out, the lady has a blog, and she is getting called racist. And I say, hey man, look, I'm gonna stick up for you, and I'm gonna defend you that you're not racist.
So before we go further, so I'm gonna help you out. I get what you're doing. You're helping her, but we got to get to the meat and the potatoes. But one question I got: okay, Mac, because you sound like a pretty logical man. The intent. That's all that counts. That's the only way you can say, if you think. And again, I don't believe in a racism. I believe in a stereotype. Now, I got to ask this question: what was the intent of this person, regardless of who they are, or you knowing them? Because you know, my thing is, what was the intent of that person to go and pay money to pull a picture of a baby and exploit it? And not only that, if they're monetized, they created money and content off of that.
Well,
what was the intent?
Here's the meat and potatoes. That wasn't only what they did. There was also a gentleman who was black.
But no. We gotta break it down.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. I need you as you. I know you, man.
Okay, so the intent.
So what do you think? What was the intent, and why would you think the intent of them to get the picture? What benefited them for getting a picture of a child, regardless of black, white, purple, green?
The intent at this part is, well, it's.
Be honest.
I don't know if you want me to be honest, and you know that I am. I'm gonna say I'm gonna lean towards a little bit towards obsessed. because of what I have to still say. If you
You
want,
said now what?
I'm gonna
sorry,
say
what
like
you said?
I'm gonna say obsessed.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Now, but you gotta be careful when you do that, because so my next
No,
question is-
nosy. I'll go with nosy.
Okay, so nosy for the intent of why you had to, I'm not talking about being nosy, because nosy would be, let's talk about these kids that most people don't talk about. Let's talk about this child with a mother and as a woman, as a mother. I get that. This hurts my feeling because this and this. So I'm doing an investigation. Okay, I get that. So my question is, out of all that, knowing that the mother, when that person said that mother did not do what they were supposed to do, and they should have took better care of the child or the parents or single parent, whatever you want to call it, whatever. My thing is, after they made their point, it's like sometimes like, what's the sense of kicking a dead dog? So when you do that, my question is, why would you do all that and then obsession would get you to go and pay to get a picture of a child? I don't care what it is, of a child. If you are a woman and a mother, you have empathy and sympathy for the child. What is the intent of getting the picture? That's all I want to know.
I mean, honestly,
and you know why? And I love you so much, Matt. You're so truthful and honest. You can't even answer that.
I can't. You got me stumped. You can't. I have no idea what the intent is.
There you go.
I have no
That's
idea.
why I'm saying you have a good heart, and I respect that person. I have no problem what they feel, because everybody, we talk about rappers, entertainers, we talk about
all right,
kids.
Hold on. Let me finish it though. That doesn't stop there. So she does get the pictures and challenges the mom grieving about how her son died. But it doesn't stop there, because she's been tagging the mother on Twitter so many times that they had to ban 4 accounts. Okay. Now, also, she had back to that intent. She had whatever the intent was to. You told me you were black at the beginning of the phone call. I told you that I was white. I don't know what my intent would be. I don't know what my intent would be to challenge that you're not black. But I'd have to be something, and I'll reverse the question on you. What is my intent? If I don't think that you're black, I find your name and I put on the internet your birth certificate and your social security, because I don't think you're black.
Wow.
Okay, you see what I'm getting at this. Let me finish. Our meat and potatoes is coming up. We have the grieving mother. We have the massive docs. The lawyer of the family, of one of the families, had to come out publicly and say, hey man, this lady needs to chill. She's harassed.
What?
Been harassing the family.
Correct.
I'm going to go ahead and say this now, because we're having a real conversation. This hasn't come out. Nobody knows this, but it will. And the lady, the person that not only had an opportunity to come on this panel, hit the link, but they fucked around. They're going to find out. Not from me. They'll see. Right. Someone will produce it. They've been sued before for harassment and defamation of families. So this is a pattern. Okay, this is a pattern. It's only black people. I can keep there's more things.
Isn't it great when we have conversations? Man, I love you to death. Isn't it great when we have conversations like this? That's why I always say racism is the intent. So let me give you my synopsis.
All right.
A little bit of it. My thing.
Go ahead.
If it only deals with those people, what she does is she has an issue with either the way of people upbringing. Now the question is, a lot of times people will give false assumptions because they never give the person the opportunity. They're more afraid to learn. The difference with you, Matt, you learned and you went against, people don't realize you went against assuming what people thought the most racist guy that was out there. And you realize it wasn't that. And like with myself, you build a rapport with me. So that's why I said, you take time, you and your wife take time to know people. It has nothing to do with color. Now, you might not like what someone does, and it might just happen to be a black person, white person, Asian person, but it's the character of the person. That's why I said, if you're going to bat for somebody, I can go to bat for you because I've had many times people hit me in my team, man, why are you dealing with that guy? He's racist. I said, no, he's real. He's just honest with himself of what he do and don't like. That has nothing to do with racism. If it's in a situation, he's only just saying what he would do, just like anyone else would do as a content creator. But if there's a pattern tracking trending, that's why I said when you say you were defending her, you have to be careful because I said the intent. So now, as you're telling me all these intents, well, it's not coincident, and maybe it's not an intent now. So now it's a strong stereotype of the perception of what they think. But if they sat down and, like, prime example, right? A lot of people don't know. I quit my job to help. All right. I was a nuclear engineer. I made a lot of money, but people don't know that because on the internet, I'm just this laid back, cool guy. But they never got the opportunity to learn a person, man. You don't know no one until you learn them. Like, and then you find out, oh, you're not like, and a lot of people are just saying is, oh, you're not like the people I'm used to. Well, no, that's just a couple of, a handful of people. So again, I know you're a good person, you're a genuine person. Always remember, racism is not there to stereotype, but the intent of that person. That tells you the character of the person.
I never called them racist, just so you know. But what I did say is, I did say that they're a scumbag for attacking a grieving mother. You know what? I'm so glad that I didn't, and I appreciate you. I try to take race out of it during this one because at the end of the day, if you're white or you're black and you're attacking a mother that's grieving, you're a scumbag in my book. Purple, orange, brown, or black. That is fucked up.
That's just like, you know me and I have kids. Because I'm on the internet, if something were to happen and somebody posts, God forbid, my child on there, and then want to hit me and my wife up every day and do that, what the hell? What are you gaining? Like I said, what do you gain from that? And then the intent of you end up creating multiple accounts. What point did you prove?
Yeah.
Like it becomes an obsession at that point. Has nothing to do with journalism or wanting the information. Sounds like you were upset because you probably wanted information from that person, and that person didn't want to disclose it, and you took it a whole nother level. Like you deserve to have a person's grieving situation, and you deserve to have it to put on a YouTube channel that you only get 60 to 40 or 55, 45. Come on, man.
It was actually a blog, which is even less than that, but that's just as sad. Somebody drop Cross's link, man. Y'all subscribe to him, man. This is a man with some wisdom.
No, I appreciate that, man. I really do, man. I appreciate you.
No, man.
Being able to have the conversations because it's warranted, man. Because at the end of the day, that's the thing. It's again when we all say that, those are the conspiracies come out. Oh, somebody said you ain't black folks don't like that. Well, you didn't ask another black. You just to take the word. If somebody came up, man, white people don't like when you walk up and shake their hand. Well, if I don't like, I'm not gonna take why would I believe what him? Maybe they don't like this guy because he's black. Maybe it's him. Maybe he looks weird. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't look at it like that. I look at it, man. Presentation and representation of an individual is everything, bro. And if you have logic and you have understanding and empathy towards any race, you're supposed to get along, bro.
100%. I agree with that.
Yeah, we're not on the food chain with each other, bro. We're in the building process. Nobody's on the food chain with each other.
Going against each other is stupid. We should be on the same page.
And we need to have some more of these conversations.
100%. I was just about to say that. Anybody ever calls, it will never happen, but anybody ever challenge, you let me know, man, if you ever need a white guy's perception.
on something going on your channel. You know I'll shoot over there.
Well, and I think just having a perception, because again, towards what's going on nowadays, we have been blessed to have a platform. You've been blessed. I look at you as a walking miracle because you just like no one else. Here's the thing: numbers don't lie. So statistics said that if you were incarcerated, you're supposed to be nothing. That's what it says. I don't know nothing about black and white, but I know I've been locked up and you've been locked up.
Yeah.
And we made it. That's all I know. I know that God blessed us enough to let us make it with another chance to tell our story. It has nothing. When you go to jail, got nothing to do with it. You're a criminal and I'm a criminal.
Hey, Cross.
Yeah.
What up with
deep?
Is it because I'm white that you didn't tell me you was in Florida?
No,
Nah, you know I gotta bust it.
No, you're right. No,
nah,
really,
I'm just busting on you. I'm busting on you. I was looking forward to getting that hug though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Well, what happened was when I got there, it was late and we was running around and I was trying to catch footage and stuff. But no, we definitely gonna link up and get back down there, me and Black Widow. But I appreciate Matt, man.
Hey, this is a good conversation. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. This is awesome.
And listen, I'm gonna do me a favor.
Yeah.
Please leave a comment on this, like a pin it, and y'all put his chat in the put his link in the chat. This is what he talks about. He breaks down the news, and this is just real conversation, people. You ain't gonna get this. I appreciate you, brother, man. Thank you very much, man.
Yeah, man. You keep on being great, man. Don't worry about it. And like I said, just remember, if people are, I always tell this, and I'm gonna say this before I get off. I look at words and I break them down. You got traction, you got attraction, and you got distraction. So you separate the words. The main word is traction. So if no one's gaining you traction in this world, that's the attraction. That's what you want. Distraction means not or not likely or none. So again, you keep getting the attraction because you got mine as far as keep going, bro. Keep being great because you have a message and your purpose is bigger than you. And I respect you for that as a man. Fuck a white or black, purple. As a man, I respect you.
I respect you as a man, bro, and you be great as well.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good night, man. Y'all hit that like button, man.
Night,
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
All right.
Love you,
y'all.
All right, man. That was a deep conversation. That was a real conversation. You know, I don't know what else is left. The problem is, man, this is the second live. I had scheduled to do something for Miss Kate. We're at 3 hours already, and I can't. I don't want to not give her enough. You know, I don't want. The comments were jacked up the whole time. Look, man. Oh, no, they weren't. No, they weren't. I don't know. I guess no one was commenting, but there's people still looking. It's showing me 50 people in chat, but the last comment I could see is this. The one before that is this.
No, there's some people talking. They're enjoying the conversation. I'm telling you what.
Look,
like,
this is
Ross and his wife are amazing people. Every time that I see them, I always tell everyone, there it is, to check them out because their channel is like no one else's on this platform. You will love them.
Yeah, they are good people, man. Cross is good people, man. Please, I'm going to pin his, what I'm going to actually do is this, people. I'm going to change the title of this live because I wanted to do a little piece on this live about Doug, some things with crime and justice, and Miss Kate. But what I'm going to do is jump on tomorrow night and specifically only do that. The problem is this. Every day with these YouTube streets, something happens. So as of right now, when I end this live, that is it for tomorrow. One thing. I did not know Miss Harmony would jump on. I did not know that Cross would be in the chat. But as I'm seeing him say what's up, I took it for what it was, and I know Cross. Look here, man. If you think that's the first time we've talked about race, it's not. When he answered the phone, I said, "What's up, black man?" If I say he's my black friend, he doesn't get offended. I see a lot of people say that on YouTube, but they're white, and it bothers me. When people say, "Oh, I can't stand when people say my black friends," but they're white. Like he didn't have any. He didn't care.
and it's not just him. I said to him a lot. I think it was important for me to bring that perspective in this conversation with heels. The problem is I didn't want to make this live all about heels. But you know what? Look, here's the deal. We live and we learn. Okay. And she did jump in the chat. And I gave her the ample opportunity to as a friend, to say something. She decided not to. So I'm not mad that it was based around her blog. It is what it is. Like I said, I wanted to talk about YouTubers faking their death. Give you guys an update about Miss Harmony, then Miss Kate. Okay. And this kind of sucks because this is 2 lives now that I wanted to get Miss Kate's word out with. That's okay. That's fine. I don't want to rush it or squeeze it in fast. I want to bring Miss Kate's truth to you guys because no thanks Doug has been putting it under the rug and smearing this lady for years. So and there is a lot to show with her. So this is what we're gonna do tomorrow night. Strictly Miss Kate. But anyway, this was a good conversation. I'm gonna change the title to a conversation about race with Cross Your Heart. He is
Plug podcast.
The plug
His
yes.
merch stores, crossyourheart.com, y'all. Amazing quality shirts, clothing, dresses, everything you want is there. Look for it.
Actually wear his merch.
I love his
mailed me a
clothing.
thing. It says plug. I love that shirt. Badass.
Great quality.
Got better merch than me.
It's
But
true.
truthful conversations, man, and truthful conversations. He's got a different insight than most. But you can't really everybody takes it in for what they take it in for. All I can do is present
I have
it.
a lot in common with what they think about and they talk about. I get deep into some of their conversations. But I be making Cross laugh sometimes. He'll be having serious conversations, and I'll just throw you know me. I throw a stupid comment out there, and he laughs at me all the time.
Look, I don't see anybody commenting.
We love you too, Cross.
How many?
It says 41.
So this thing is stuck. Is what's happening? Is what's going on here? Oh, I see what's happening. It's stuck. Look, it says 47, and it doesn't come off. Skunk is the last comment that I see. So this thing is stuck. Is what's happening? Is what's going on here? You see how stuck he's down here on my YouTube on my phone, but he's not up here. See what I'm saying? Look.
You go up top to comment all the way top.
No, it ain't the top.
If you go to the top, you can go to it'll say top comments or all comments. All the way. All the way.
He was in here. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna pin it and tag it. I'm gonna put them in the description. I'm gonna get them right.
Careful, dude.
Oh.
Jiminy Crickets. See, I can't
No,
get up.
no,
I
it's too
can't go
much.
up that far.
All right, man. I'm gonna jump off here, y'all.
I got a pedal. Love y'all.
But before I do it, I'm gonna get out of this StreamYard shit. I'm gonna go to YouTube and see what everybody's saying because this is not keeping me up to date. Peace and blessings. What's up, Celine? I didn't see you. I will always think of him as the boss. Yeah.
Lockdown is a discount code.
Okay. Lockdown.
First order is
Lockdown in the order. Lockdown in the discount code and get 10% off your order. That's badass. I'm gonna copy that. Lockdown. All right.
Widow, I love you, beautiful.
Salute, Black Widow. So we had an interesting conversation about race tonight, which needed to be done. And look here, man. I don't want any person ever to tell me if I say my black friends that you feel some type of way, especially if you're white. I don't want to hear that. Listen, I actually don't care. I'm gonna always say it. I don't care what you think. If you think that's racist, then I don't know what to tell you. You need to watch go to history class or something. But it is what it is. As far as heels goes, look here, man. There's pattern there. There's something there. For me, I try to take a race out of it. But I mean, at the same time, how could you take it out of it when there's a pattern and it is what it is. So I'm gonna wrap this thing up. I'm gonna adjust the title. Be back tomorrow, only for Miss Kate, and an update on Doug, and hopefully y'all will join me, man. Plug, Cross Your Heart, the Plug Podcast, Honest Creator. In my description, I always try to include people who I feel are honest creators. Okay, you know that it seems nowadays, man, that those certain people I put in my description is getting smaller and smaller because stuff that we see on these YouTube streets all the time. But I'm glad that Miss Harmony jumped up here and had the nuts to do it and clear the air. And until the next one, y'all be safe, be kind to one another, and until the next one, y'all join me tomorrow night.